Holy
it's
shit.
so small I couldn't even read it.
Wait. Okay, just to confirm, is the stream going back up again or not?
There is.
Yeah,
Give me a
never.
moment. I will post it in stream alerts.
Alright, is it up
Wait,
yet?
why the fuck is it not here?
Because if it's not up yet, I
Yeah,
have
it's not
something to
here.
say.
'cause I was like-
I got the
Holy-
notification.
We are live, is the thing.
Well,
but it's
never
Are we?
mind then.
Yes, we are.
I didn't
Are
get
we?
the notification.
Yet. I mean.
Oh no, we are live. Whoops.
Go to
But
channel.
now all our viewers have
Sort of
left.
should probably turn off the tranny porn. It's
But
posted
Damn
in
it.
Stream alerts.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, good going,
Hey,
Sargon.
If Alex Jones can watch it on air, so can I.
So,
Hey, guys.
yeah, hello. This is Fast Food Thursday 14. It's been another full month since the last episode, which was an incredible just bonanza of fun and wholesome family entertainment. Unfortunately, for some reason it just wasn't on YouTube, and only the first 4 minutes were recorded. This is gonna be so fucking confusing for people who watch this in the future. I'm just gonna go through all the Fast Food Thursdays, and what is this?
Someone's sitting there like binge watching all of the streams, and then they're like, "What the fuck?" In the same day, an entire month.
They
passed.
wouldn't binge watch it because they'd get to the Bionicle stream and get sucked into Bionicle lore.
I don't know.
They'd have
All
to
the
go through the
way.
Bionicle lore and then come back.
Yeah, but they'd be like back after a year.
I don't know, that guy died of brain cancer, didn't he? So they'd get through it pretty fast.
What guy? What?
I thought the guy who made Bionicle lore died of brain
No,
cancer.
no, he had brain cancer, but
Oh,
he
he
didn't
didn't
die.
die?
He is working on a new project called Oh fuck,
Ass
what's the
cancer.
name? I wish.
What
It's
do you
called,
mean, I wish?
With brain
I
cancer,
wish
you
this
get
person I
Bionicle.
I wish
No. So you follow my logic. If with brain cancer you get Bionicle, with ass
Shit robots.
cancer
You
you
get
would
anime.
get the
Robots.
epitome
Well, that's
The
because the
epitome
cancer made his brain
of
grow,
storytelling.
right? If his ass grows, that isn't gonna help anything.
Oh,
I
it's
wish
called
this
Rebel
person
Nature.
that I
His
admire
name-
the thing of that they created,
Oh, I also
and which
admire him.
influenced my whole life, had ass cancer.
Well, he went through the brain cancer pretty well.
Yeah, but the brain is affected very differently than the ass.
so. You don't say. It's
I
not
do
like I'm a
say.
psychologist or anything.
I'm actually a lot more
Pretty
terrified of
shit one.
ass
Are
cancer.
If
you?
than
something
brain
that doesn't
cancer.
kill you
I
makes
am.
then he would have a
You're
stronger ass
fucking-
and a stronger
What does it
brain.
mean
He
that
would
you
be
want
on
a
the way
man
to
to get
becoming
cancer?
technically a human
Well,
biologist.
yeah, I'm on the way
IQ.
to becoming. Yes.
Low
I have a
IQ
major.
Portuguese university full of Brazilian students who don't know anything.
Yeah,
But those standards are really high.
man. I actually checked that situation. I asked a Brazilian friend of mine to give me one of the exams they use in Brazil. It is painfully easy. Painfully-
Affirmative action.
Someone with a 6th grade from Portugal could do that exam. All right, it is painful. Seriously. Anyway,
Now
Christian
you know how we
Favor's
feel
new
about black
project is
people.
called Rebel Nature. If you want to check it out, it's Bionicle's spiritual successor. What did you say, Chicken?
I am fond of many of these spiritual successor type things when they're made by like the original creators. Like how
They are.
fucking like they kicked Kojima out, Konami kicked Kojima out, and now it's all
That's
the
true.
new bullshit fucking what do you call it? Metal Gears. And he's
Metal
gonna make
Gear
something that is more
Survive,
Metal Gear.
The game that
still.
nobody wanted. Let's take an action-based, story-rich stealth game and just dump zombies in.
We have to admit,
But it-
zombies are a very innovative concept that nobody has ever done
Yes,
before. I mean,
I
I've
It's
concur.
never been done before.
not
No.
seen
Even
that.
It's
in
never been
zombie,
done in the
honestly,
history
I've
of
never
Dota,
seen
man.
one.
That's the one good thing about the game is that it was so original.
Exactly.
Listen, whatever you say about Konami, they make some quality pachinko machines.
No. They make some quality Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
They put the chink in pachinko.
I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh forever. They changed all the rules and it's wrong now. And I hate
Yes,
it.
I agree with fake Cody.
I was hoping that silence would last a little bit longer, so I could know how flat that joke fell.
I used to be like super into for like post-apocalyptic shit, but I was never into zombies. And when finally, like, post-apocalypse as a genre became, like, super successful, it was all the fucking zombies, and
Yep.
it just infuriated me to a degree that today still is shameful.
I just don't like
I
zombies.
like to cringe at my friends who
Oh,
used to
have
talk
you
about what they
seen-
would do in a zombie apocalypse.
Has anyone seen the new Mortal Engines, the film?
The thing that
have
lost
not.
$100 million.
Yeah, exactly. The chicken's right. It lost $100
No,
million.
I did not.
The books are actually good. You know.
Well,
I like the premise
and
of the
the
books
film was
because
shit.
it's so unrealistic. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fiction, so what is the coolest thing I can come up with? And then I'll
saw
just do
Cities
that.
on skates.
do you guys watch Tested or whatever? The Adam.
Yes, I
yeah,
do.
he did. They had like a guy who made one of those sort of city things that was like a giant toy that
Did
had
he?
all
I haven't
the
watched
flip and
that.
open parts. Yeah, it was like this guy just decided to make the model by himself, and it had like
Cool.
motorized cannons and shit. It was really
Can you
cool.
can you link
I-
that in the chat?
I am currently playing Fallout 3.
I'll search it.
Yeah.
Gay.
Is the video recent?
Probably not.
All right, never mind. I'm not gonna search for it. Fuck it.
I mean, the movie is recent, isn't it?
The film came out like I don't know, a month ago. No, it was last year actually. It was
A whole year ago? Oh my god.
Oh
The
man.
last stream
No.
that we
Old
had.
news,
Oh. I think it was November or December. I'm not sure.
November of December.
Or I said or. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Stupid,
okay.
Sorry,
stupid
I can't-
Canadian.
Brazilian education,
Thick accent.
everybody.
It's
Shut
like
up,
when a
Canadian.
month gets, like, one of the days becomes cancerous and just keeps on growing, it becomes a month eventually.
You see, when 3 weeks love each other very
That's
much.
how I feel about International Women's Day.
Oh my.
Oof.
Oh,
Got
but
him.
you know what happened in Portugal?
Nothing
Nope.
of interest.
No. It is. This is interesting. So our president, right at the end of the year, there's always like he pardons people
Bolsonaro.
from prison. Yeah, Bolsonaro. No, it's Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. That fucking idiot. So he pardons people at the end of the year. I don't know if that's custom in other countries or whatever, but he pardoned a priest who was in jail for abusing elderly people with mental illnesses, and there was unmistakable evidence that he did that, and
He just like
still
pardons,
pardoned
like,
him.
oh wait, like in Portugal, they just like pardon people. Just like, yeah, it's around that time.
No, it's like
They're just
every
great people.
every
I'd
year
rather
during
pardon
New
people
Year's
than
Eve. they
fucking
do that.
turkeys.
What?
Fair. See, over here, with people only get pardoned if Kim Kardashian asks nicely.
Oh yeah.
Trump likes her ass.
Speaking of Kim Kardashian's fat ass, Sargon
Oh.
actually, it turns out, is right wing now.
What?
Oh, he has political compass.
Damn.
Yeah, he did political compass testing.
Yeah,
He's
I saw
about
that.
Oof.
as
What a
far right
He was
Nazi.
as
as
used
woke
to be
as
left.
Neo.
God damn it.
He's no
So much
97,
for
99.
classical liberals.
So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
he's
Liberal.
Negative
still
99.
a centrist, but he's like he's like a right-wing centrist now,
What a faggot.
as opposed
I
to a
agree.
centrist that was correct.
Real
You
men
know-
are far right.
No one could have seen this coming.
He's
What a
been
twist!
radicalized.
I'll show you
That
right
fucking
wing.
IDW, guys.
What the
If
fuck?
there's
Intellectual
something about
dark web got
politics that
to
I've
him.
learned is that don't associate yourself with a party. Just answer individually
just
to the
Be
to the
entirely
matters at
gay.
hand. Yes, exactly.
People
Like,
like,
we're on the
people like
same
labels,
level of
though. It gives
libertarian.
people an idea. Gives people an idea of what you are at a glance. It's just not everyone thinks the label means the same thing.
Oh, Jontron, just shut up.
I'm
John,
sorry.
you're
I'll
already
go back to
we don't
not
wanna hear
making
from you,
videos.
okay?
Yeah, come on, go back to the Destiny stream.
Yeah, go back to your.
I don't want to go back there. He hurts me.
Go
He-
play
like,
some
the
tabletop
fucking- the thing-
simulator.
The thing about John is that I don't think
gay?
he actually believes any of the things that he said. He's just very bad at not being talked into saying very stupid things.
Well, yeah, he's not a political commentator. He's
Yeah.
a content creator who makes like video game shit, and he just got kind of mildly. He probably just watched like 10 Sargon videos, and or something. Decided, oh, I can do this. The bait's easy.
Ooh, an Enclave trooper.
Prepare. We need to prepare.
At level... What level am I? I'm level 6.
Level gay.
This'll be fun.
Yeah.
Ah, got him.
Level
Big
6, more like level 6.
Ooh, got him.
Like, Turbo
This is Fallout
Guys,
3.
guys, guys,
I'm
guys.
a virgin.
because he's
Fallout
gay.
3, what a shit game. We should all play Murder Miners instead.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
should-
what I'm talking about.
I'm super
Not play.
excited for the Enderroll DLC to come out with the
It's already
full
out.
game.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna review that
Wait.
shit. I will
Wait,
play
what game, sorry?
Enderroll.
And they're all.
Do
I
you
don't
have
know
s-
this game.
Do you have Skyrim?
I do not. No.
How? What?
Cuck.
I'm sorry,
I don't have
Burger.
Skyrim.
I only got a
Buy
decent
it for the
computer when I
fridge.
was 15, and I was too late to get into decent
You don't need it on a
games.
computer. You can get on literally any electronic device. Your toaster. You can get
Skyrim's
Skyrim
been
for it.
re-released
This
pretty
Refrigerator,
million
mug-
you can
times.
get Skyrim
I,
for.
look,
This
just so that I have an
Rick
idea.
and Morty
until I-
mug that I didn't buy myself has Skyrim on it. Okay?
Oh, oof. Seriously though, until I was 15, I had a Windows 98. All right.
Well, you
Shut
can
up.
get Skyrim for like $5. Sorry, that doesn't
Can you?
translate to euros now that Greece has
Really?
tanked it.
It's really cheap.
It's only
Greece
yeah.
does
You
not
can, if you
tank
go
the
go on
euro.
like G2A or GOG or something, because it's not listed on Steam anymore. But
Huh.
you can get the Legendary Edition
It's
for really cheap
literally
on
from
GOG.
2011.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm
faster.
sorry.
That's like infinity in internet years.
Skyrim at this point is like free.
Stop bashing me, people.
It's
This is not
basically
my
public
fault.
domain.
It's literally free because
Look,
you
look.
could not
could
condoning
pirate.
pirate it.
Yeah. You could acquire it.
I
You
thought
could
that's what you
acquire
guys
the
in your
game.
shithole Eastern European countries did anyway.
Oh no, we don't do that. I don't like pirating games actually. I only
I
do
like
it
how
when
you
I'm
didn't
really, really
defend
bored.
Portugal not being in the East.
And your
Greetings.
story changed really fast.
Greetings available.
Hey,
Oh, the fucking shill. Get out of here, Caleb.
base.
Oh, hold on. I
Yeah.
gotta set my microphone up.
You know what else is based?
My face.
Your mother is basted like a turkey with my semen. Dab.
I mean, where do you think I came from?
Dab.
My penis.
Wow.
You can
Yeah,
tell he's
if
an
you-
autist, can't you?
If you have Skyrim, you have Enderroll because it's free. It's
Uh-huh.
it's like a mod. It's like a complete. They take Skyrim and they make a whole new game out of it.
Mhm. I've heard
it's
of
Like
this.
what Bethesda does every year.
Haha! What a rose.
I like how everyone reacted the same way, even though it's true.
Yeah, I like Bethesda.
Greetings.
But God damn.
They should I don't know. I don't know what they should do. They should invest in good game
They
developers.
should
What's
Just
the-
not do a
changes
shit
in how
job.
they run their company, and then create a new engine and for Starfield, and then
They don't
make
need a new
Starfield the
engine.
greatest sci-fi
Riot
game ever
Games
created.
should do that too for,
They
for
don't
League
need
of
a new
Legends.
engine.
I
What
have,
the fuck are you nerds talking about? Jesus.
I've
Fuck
been
you.
bombarded on YouTube by these fucking League of Legend ads constantly.
Really?
Yeah, and what like
Don't
it's like
play it.
German
It's shit.
League of Legend ads, and like you know that they got the voice actors for this off of like Fiverr, because literally one of the ads goes, "Oh, League of Legends is a game developed by a team of mad scientists named Rito Games."
What?
Just mispronounce the fucking name, and they just
No,
went
that's a
ahead with
meme.
it.
That's a
No,
meme that
that's a
exists within League of
meme.
Legends. Rito, because in was it April Fools? Yeah, April Fools. They released a video, and instead of having Riot Games at the end, they had Rito Games.
Wait, what?
So that's a meme. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
within
That's
the
good,
community.
meme, guys.
Meme.
Level
They
Well,
probably still get their
no,
voice
not
actors from
less
Fiverr,
funny.
though.
I
Yes.
swear, I was only pretending to be retarded.
I've
It's
never
not too
played
late to
League of
back out
Legends.
now.
I don't know about your.
I played
weird-
Dota and I hated it, so I don't want to play
Look.
MOBAs.
Look, Dota is infinitely better than League of Legends, but I play
Oh, so what you're
League-
saying is I shouldn't play either then?
No, I play League because I am shit mechanically speaking. So yeah,
And in
Okay.
general.
So,
fuck you, chicken.
so
I have a
at,
major. What do you have?
A life
at least we're not.
and
Oh.
value
Oh, destroyed. I just got destroyed.
and with facts and logic.
Yeah.
I went
No,
to
even-
college and learned things.
Hey Cody,
Real
I'm
talk,
kidding.
I got
Must have
harassed by a
made
mod
him
the other
being
day.
gay.
Did
by
you?
a, by a
What?
who?
Yeah. I got harassed by a mod. He shall not be named, but he said something very cutting. I was arguing with him. And he was like, I did this thing. What have you done? Instead
Probably-
of attacking my
It was
ideas.
probably me. It was probably me.
No, it wasn't you, but that
Okay,
mod's a faggot.
yeah.
I'm calling him out now.
It was probably me.
Seriously,
Normally
you're
it
a
would be
fucking
me,
ANCAP.
but
I made a very unsuccessful short story channel. What have you done?
oh,
I do like who is Betty, but
Oh, it's very good. Very good.
I'm gonna give you one yike for that one.
fucking got him, dude.
Yikes!
Oh, there's two.
Oh man.
So it looks
Jesus.
like we're not reacting to memes this week.
Not yet. Give it time.
Well, that
man.
political compass is a bit of a meme.
Yes, I concur.
The political
that's a pretty big
compass
meme.
is the most retarded and reductive way to.
I wouldn't say that.
No,
It
but
lets me
listen,
call anyone
Sargon
not in the bottom
did
right
it
gay.
again, and he is right wing now.
What a Chad.
Now,
Wow.
is it done by
Did any of
aggregate
his
or is there a base
positions
standard?
actually change, or is he just?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I mean,
Like-
Because he
did
used
the-
to like
did the
be in
testing
favor of
game.
like universal like income and things like that. So he was like really left wing on a lot of issues. He just was like, oh, I am layout centrist.
I have no idea.
I don't actually like. It's just the compass, but like Sargon has been veering to the right heavily for a while. He's
Yeah, that he crashed and he took the Trump train until it crashed.
in his
Yeah.
endeavor to trigger the libs, he just fucking murder children if it triggers the libs. That's my Sargon
Yeah.
impression, by the way.
That's pretty good, honestly. That's good. I
will
like how
say,
you had
though,
to turn off
if
You're
it
slipping.
your English accent.
little.
For a minute, I thought you were making fun of me, not him.
I'm making fun of you because you're slipping.
We are talking about Sargon Papadopoulos, right? The guy from New Jersey.
Indeed, we are.
Political commentator, like 300 subscribers. Was on the Drudge Report once.
He was a good boy. He didn't do
we're
nothing.
talking about legendary right-wing thinker and free man.
You know what I think, guys?
Fuck, I can't remember any of them. Oh, hold on.
Don't
Oh,
you
Jesus,
just love it when Fallout
trying
3
to do something.
crashes?
I
You know
actually
what the-
hate that. I don't know
That's
why.
You know
why
what the
I get
worst thing
around
about Sargon being right wing now?
Yeah, he is actually
That turn
right now.
that turn
You're a Nazi,
doesn't work
Harry.
anymore because it's literally leveled at anybody.
True.
Like I was on stream the other day, and the comment section was calling Chris Reagan right wing, like all over the place.
Yeah.
They're calling him
Chris
Nazi.
Reagan, out of all people.
They did call him a Nazi.
Like these. I don't want to get down this rabbit hole. The
It's
left
like-
is
Oh.
becoming retarded.
I'll be honest, I don't
Dude.
know enough about
Dude,
any of their positions.
What?
everyone everywhere
Contribute.
is retarded,
retarded.
okay? The world has gone to shit.
Well, thank you
Everyone
for the
is dumb.
compliment. Because I thought I was worse than retarded, so now you just flattered me. So thank you.
Some are more retarded than others, but
Oh, fucking
everyone
Cody.
is retarded.
It used
Every
to be
camp
that-
has
Speaking of people
retards
being
in it.
more retarded, Cody's here.
Yeah.
How do you do, fellow
Take that.
So you
intellectual?
want to sell us some miscellaneous?
Take that, walking
firearm.
burger.
Oof.
Like the most like his profile. You get it.
Is it bad
Brazilian
that when I
don't
decided
serve
to do
right.
an evil playthrough, I made a black character?
that is
I think it was
very
really
racist.
progressive
That-
that Fallout
that's-
3
that
made
sounds-
the
that
leader of
sounds
the
like
slavery
realism.
group black.
What?
Well, the leader of the
You know-
anti-slavery group was black too.
You know that
Yeah.
most slave owners were black.
Hello,
Like,
my
So that's a
friend.
lack of diversity. Most slave owners in the U.S. were not black.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that matters. Because there was only
The
Yeah,
people
that's
slavery.
the only
that
part of the
giant
world that matters.
infrastructure of trading slaves, those people were not black. The guys who were in villages who were just like, hey, we just went to war and captured some guys, you want to buy them? Those people were black.
Yeah, they were total racists for selling
was
their.
There's a
And it
there's a
captured
big
enemies.
difference between one kind of slavery and another kind of slavery.
I don't care.
There
They're
was
all
was
actually
better.
They're all
formalized
fucking
slavery
gorillas.
in Much of
They're all
Africa,
white
though.
to me.
they're
Okay, one of the things many people misunderstand about the whole slave trade was, yes, that was a unique institution in that area of Africa, but Africa had known slavery on that scale before, just on the
Hey,
other side of the
Martino,
Yeah,
it
continent.
was
the
a fucking
Arabs
joke.
did that.
Yeah, the Arabs did way worse. The difference is they cut off the balls of all their slaves, so they don't have descendants to complain about it.
Oof.
True.
Fucking
One and
Unix. How do you
Their
call
descendants cut off our balls.
Oof.
them? Oh.
Guys, it was all white people.
White
people.
I hate white people.
Here's a fun game, right? Get the woke activists, like the woke historians, to claim that they'll claim that the Middle East and like the Ottoman Empire was ruled by black people, and then they'll claim that all slavery was done by white people, and see if you can get them to
The
contradict
Ottomans
themselves.
were ruled by black people. What?
They believe that. They believe.
don't need
they
to-
believe
I don't
that.
need to-
Are you
I've
talking
heard
about
people
those
claim.
like, dude, like? It
Apparently,
sounds
Da
like
Vinci was a Moor as well. They've claimed a lot
Stephen
of
Hawking
shit.
was black.
But
It's
like,
like-
those are like those
I can
Hotep
confirm
guys.
this.
Everyone who was like, oh fucking Mozart, Eric the Red was black in their eyes.
My favorite one of all was this one person who, no joke, managed to claim that white slave owners used to dress up as women and let their black slaves fuck them to show dominance. And it was their way of
Sounds
trying to
kinky.
claim that traps
I
were like
I
an
still do
extension
that.
of slavery. I still can't believe someone actually said that.
Yeah, I'll just
These
I'll
aren't people.
cross-dress-
Finally, proof traps aren't gay.
I'll cross-dress and then get fucked to show
assert my
dominance.
dominance.
That is,
Yes,
that
that's
is-
what they believe.
The logic follows.
it is just natural. That
Yeah.
you
You
do
know what
it
I
like
think?
that.
Traps aren't
I
gay.
think that German Austria must return to the great German mother country.
No.
Yeah, I think Australia should become part of Germany.
Get
I think-
break or die trying.
I think they should swap Australia and Austria.
Like the
They
names,
didn't?
or just
Alright.
put the landmass of Australia directly on top of Europe, and then move Austria over where Australia
that?
is.
Yep. that
Oh
is
shit!
also-
Everyone's
yeah.
here.
Just take the
You just
land
get
and
on a
push it
train.
somewhere else.
Go down south.
Put
to
it in
good
your
old
ass.
Australia.
Oof, who left?
My
Nobody
heart and
important
soul.
apparently,
Oof.
because Neo's still here, and that's all I care
Yep.
about.
That is true. Neo is the Bay.
I don't know if you heard my kissy sounds, but they were there. Yep,
Sounds kind of
That's-
gay, but
that's
I'm
me
I'm
puckering my
into it.
asshole
Get a
Yeah.
room.
Weird
for
flex, but
great
okay.
penis.
They are in
Yeah, just
the
flexing
well.
my
They're in a
butthole.
booth. Does that count as a room? I don't know.
Yeah, we're in the booth, fucking.
We're all.
Fucking-
This is
exactly.
just a huge
Fucking-
sausage fest of like almost I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 men crammed into a very tiny space.
Burger, you need.
Did
to
you
get
just
more
assume my
diversity.
biology?
Sounds
I've
like
got
my
very
birthday
sensitive
party.
penis, so it's okay.
Sounds
His-
like you're all misogynist, guys.
Yeah.
Did you assume
why isn't
my
your
biology?
viewer base more diverse? Motherfucker!
Yes.
Why is everyone
Dude,
doing
we're
a Kermit the Frog / Jordan Peterson impression? All of a
Because I
sudden?
like it. Fuck you.
It wasn't me.
Anyway,
It's
Guys,
It's not
how
easy
is-
being a
jump
white
in.
man in Western society.
It's
But
not
I can't do a
easy.
Kermit voice.
you lizard.
How about we just take all the white men and we turn them into black women?
And push them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Fix all the problems. Isn't it?
Yeah, just
I would.
You
I was
know that
just- easy
sketch
fix.
from George Carlin
Okay,
Swift
called
resolution.
Balancing the Budget?
I'm gonna
A final
go now.
solution, you say?
Ooh, I'm down.
Agreed.
Let us liberate Germany
I
once
agree.
again.
With that.
I agree.
He does it so much better.
Fucking based Freedom Tunes viewers
so
unite.
Should I keep reading Mein Kampf as Kermit the Frog?
Not in this.
Yeah. Wrong
maybe
channel,
we
should
mate.
go down
Please
there.
don't.
I thought that was for the bedroom. You disappoint
Ooh.
me. I
I'm
feel so
sorry.
betrayed.
I'm sorry, honey.
Implies I would date a shitty Eastern European.
Hey, well, I'm not Canadian. Fuck.
That's
Hey,
not
my
a
mom was
very
Canadian.
nice thing to call a Brazilian,
Claiming
man.
genetic lineage like a
Oof.
true race cuck.
wait.
I am a
Isn't
race
Brazil Portugal? Wouldn't that be Western? That's what's-
Potato, I will shit on your
The
car.
joke is that everything east of the Isle of Britain is Eastern Europe.
Yeah, but Portugal is literally just south of us, though. They've got the same time zone.
Potato.
Your mom has the same time zone.
That is
Oh!
You're fucking up my joke, damn it.
Oh man.
What joke? It wasn't funny.
That's just because you're too low IQ to understand it.
Oof.
All the lead in your infrastructure.
I
You're
just
the American
realized
one. You're full
Burger's
of
on a Minion Discord server,
That's just
and I have
Detroit.
to
That's
know
because
what
black
that
people
is.
made it.
It's not Detroit. It's only Flint.
It's not
Detroit's
a
water is
Minions
fine.
Discord server. It's a
Guys,
secret-
I think it's all the fluor in the water causing you to be retarded.
It's all the
it's
fluoride.
a secret
Right.
back room of international politicking.
It's all the vaccines.
Okay, so
Oh,
is,
yeah,
is
that's
this
true. It's the
wait? Is this
vaccine.
what the fucking Masons were hiding behind?
Yes,
Minions.
I am
I
revealing this
assume they'd be hiding
information
behind a
now.
stone wall.
The Freemasons are actually all minions.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Banana.
Come to think about it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Burger
think
can't
about
be a
it,
Freemason because he's poor.
if you think about it, it's pretty obvious, though. You've got the banana plantations, the banana republics, and then you've got banana minions. That all makes sense now.
It,
The
it,
fuck
it lines
is
up.
happening right
Banana,
now?
banana, masons.
No, here's another.
It's all the same.
Here's
Half-Life
another
3
line.
confirmed, guys.
Cowards are yellow, right? You call cowards yellow.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's true.
Freemasons hide in the shadows, which makes
They're
them cowards. So they're yellow.
They're
Oh my
also
God.
wearing denim clothes, which is a representation of how
all-seeing
they exploit the third
eye.
world.
Yeah, what's his Levi Strauss was a Freemason.
What do I have to say about that?
Dab?
This.
No, Despacito.
I already dabbed, but I dabbed in the studio.
Okay.
Nah, you gotta post a
God.
good one. Hold
There's
on.
some ants
Oh,
fighting a
no.
scorpion.
Not this again.
Where is it?
Again.
The symmetry
I have
is
it
so
Can't be
somewhere.
perfect.
again because it never stopped, Burger.
Or don't you mean
I-
Dab Man?
I've been
The
harassed
dab-
by Neo as
the
well. He
mad
sent me a picture
dab
of
man.
a vagina.
You gotta do the good one.
Yeah, the
Here
good
we
one.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't say that one.
Ah.
Say the this will haunt you for your life.
That's what you get for existing, because I'm pretty sure that was pulled
Yep.
from a screenshot from your video.
No,
You didn't even
Nyx-
green screen.
Yeah, Nyx did the edit that cropped out the background, and then I put the
best
beautiful
thing is
animation together.
Nyx
I've got
did
both on
that.
my
He
phone.
cropped me out laboriously, and like 2 days later, a tool came out that automatically just crops people
Yeah.
out of PNGs.
I tried it; it doesn't do a good job on this.
The problem that I had, I tried to do it for my thumbnails, but like the results that you get out are like fucking tiny. So
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
what
use
she
them.
said.
Oh,
Can we
That's
repost?
also what she said.
Oh no.
She says a lot of
Only to
things
Neo.
apparently.
implying I've had the ability.
Is small.
I only know of one girl in this Discord server who actually talks, and she hasn't been active in like a month.
So she doesn't talk.
That's not true. I know of a
She
girl who
hasn't
talks
been
to the
active
server
in
all the
a
time.
year, guys.
Okay, I was forgetting one of them. Now I'm
Yep.
embarrassed. Now I'm gonna have to go change my name.
Yeah,
And
you should be embarrassed because she talks to you all the time. She's very nice.
She's a very nice person.
There are
You
a few
cuck.
girls here.
I know at
Not
least
enough.
one turned out to not be a girl.
Well, there are a lot of
Well,
MTF.
No, you're not diverse
girls also.
enough, Burger. You
Yeah,
can't
you
get out
need-
of this.
Where are your black disabled
The-
trans women?
Exactly.
So I was
Elderly as
forced
well.
to do one of those
Gay
sexual
sex
harassment training video thingies because it's just you got to do this every year.
It's where they train you how to sexually harass
And
women
yeah, exactly. So
and get away with
It's a
it.
gamer boot
Yeah,
camp.
wait,
it's not just it's for any kind of harassment. So then like I was watching it and there's this Hispanic midget in a wheelchair, right?
Chris
And
Ray Gun.
he's
Was it
rolling
me?
down the hallway
Good
really
Famous
fast, and
alt-right troll Chris Ray Gun.
and he's rolling down the hallway real fast, and the guy who's like the harasser in the video stops and says, "Whoa, slow down there, Speedy Gonzalez."
That's so specific. It must have happened. Like-
Yes.
I would do that. That's pretty.
I would do
Who
that
comes-
if I could think of
Like,
it.
who comes up with that though? Like, was it really
Dude,
something
I don't
like
know.
this could
The guy
happen?
who was
Meme
the guy who was
lords.
casted as like the harasser seemed so uncomfortable in the entire video. Like he was just like, I can't believe I have to say these things. Someone's gonna pull this up on Twitter 20 years from now. And,
He said these things. I was acting in a fucking. This was against harassment. It doesn't matter. You said them. Context doesn't matter. You're going
Context
to
doesn't
prison.
matter.
I mean, apparently saying I
Big
turned my
liberal
pug into the
prison.
worst thing I could think of equals I love the thing I turned my pug into. So
Yeah,
I'm a
why?
Nazi.
Yeah,
Oh, I made my dog do the thing. Now that every time I say Sieg Heil, he does that thing.
I'm
That's
reporting
hilarious.
you to the SPLC. You're gonna be a hate group now.
Thank you.
So
you
So
love
I,
being
have, I
a
do have a
group.
very diverse mod team, though, I have to say. Beast is black. He just went offline. Donovan
Liar.
is Jewish, right?
Are you counting your minorities right now, Burger?
Yes, I am.
That's pretty
it's
racist.
it's the only thing keeping this Discord server from being taken down.
That's not very
Mortato is
intellectual
gay.
dark web of you.
Walking Warrior is retarded. It's
Fuck
we
you.
have all of the things.
What the fuck is this? Hate on
And
me
comes
all
from
of
a
sudden.
subhuman lineage.
What? Fuck you.
It's all the Brazilian monkey
Why is everyone
DNA
hating on
floating
me all
around.
of a sudden? What
Thank
Why
you, John.
am I
So
still
offended.
getting all this
I
hate?
appreciate it.
I gotta support the smaller channels out there. So one day you can grow up and make shit posts about
I have a
Flex
channel.
Tape.
One day you can
Great.
grow up and be
I don't think I've
arrested
posted in a
Ireland.
month, and you don't want to watch what I posted. So, chill.
I want to see Wakandan Warriors YouTube channel using
No,
advanced technology.
you only see walking warriors. No Wakandan warriors here.
Wakanda forever, brother.
I will kill you. I fucking hate that film and the comics.
You just hate black people.
You
Exactly.
hate the Black Panther film?
Confirmed.
Why?
I hate everything that is black.
I actually
Walking
haven't
Warrior
seen
Why I
that
hate
film,
it.
and I've
Racist.
heard a lot of good about it. So like,
It's
And
a
the
pretty
Black
good. It's
Panther
pretty
one-
good.
The film is
The
good
strength
if
of
it
the-
didn't have its head up its own ass.
To be honest, the only reason the film is good is the
In this
villain. The
day
main
and age,
character is
have
kind
its
of
own-
weak.
Oh,
Oh, look at
Hold
this
up.
advanced technologically
that's
advanced
the plot
culture,
of the film.
and they
It's the plot of the comics. That's like saying, like, oh,
they
look at
fucking
this
resolve their
Spider-Man.
issues
He thinks
with
he's so smart because he's a
tribalist
scientist and he got bit by
Yeah,
a
so it's between
radioactive
tribalism.
They're
It's
both
trying to
shit.
show a tribalistic advanced society, which has been a staple of sci-fi for a while now. It's not the first to do
Yeah,
it.
it
It's-
is literally the plot of my book, though.
Oh, you're jealous.
So you're ripping off a comic from the 60s.
No.
And
I'm
ripping off
Bionicle. Oh,
At the same
the
time.
most actual OG Cody confirmed for racist homophobe. He's going to Chick-fil-A.
What a bigot.
Yeah, and he's
What a
leaving the
fucking
audio
idiot.
on, so maybe the person that fucking
No, if you think about it, Bionicle.
the person
No,
who works the minimum
Chick-fil-A
wage
is
job
delicious
at the
enough
counter
for me
goes,
to-
"Oh no!"
Bionicle came out first. I don't care what you say. Fuck
Walking
off.
your
Chick-fil-A
story
the
is
best
a good
thing to eat
argument.
while going to get your abortion with
Your
your
There
gay
is a good
husband.
argument for no fanfic.
It's a good argument against transhumanism.
Why?
Because then you turn into tribal losers.
No, that's not what happens.
What?
Fuck you.
How? Why are you?
That is
gay?
not what
Except only
happens.
one person becomes post-human, and that's the Black Panther himself. Everyone else is just a regular old bloke.
Okay, now like memes
Weird
aside, the
lips.
comics are good. The
They're just a
cartoons are
regular
even
3/5
better,
of a
but the
human.
film is not that good. All right,
Why?
They-
Why do you
people
not
just
like the
say.
film?
Okay, there's a large
Because-
part of the film that's bad, but the main villain's characterized well and is relatable, which is
I'm
generally
not
what
saying the
makes a good
film
Marvel
is
movie.
completely 100% bad. I'm saying
No,
it could
why
be
do you
a lot
not like
better.
the film?
He's literally trying to say it. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Thank you. All right. So first
Now
of
let
all,
me
I have a
interrupt you
huge-
again.
Nice meme. I just don't like Killmonger. Like I fucking hate it, and all the memes and all the fucking what's it called when there's a serious moment and you subvert it with comedy? What's it called? Is it pathos or something like that? I don't know. There's too much comedy in the fucking movie and too much shitty meme references and
But wasn't Thor Ragnarok good because of the comedy?
Yeah.
It was
It's how
good.
it's used. It's
was
sometimes they
Goldberger,
use
it
it to
was good
subvert
because
an
he's
But
emotional.
even in Ragnarok, I think it was overused.
It's good because he's
There's
a
like
issue
one
is
or two
Marvel-
times where I think it was unnecessary.
There's a thing Marvel does a lot, which is quite negative, is when it's building up to a really satisfying moment. in a
yes, that's what I
movie,
was
it will
saying.
subvert it with comedy, which is a
Exactly.
bad thing.
This
comedy
is
is
actually
called
something
pathos.
that what's the guy who made the Avenger films? What's his name?
Joss
Oh,
Whedon.
I don't know.
Joss Whedon. He actually considers
yeah.
that to be a very good thing in his toolkit.
Well,
it's
it's
funny
good
because, like,
when it's
cheating
not
on his neck
overused. You know,
Yeah,
If
after a while,
you
it
overuse it constantly. It's
I
too
have-
much.
That's a criticism more of Marvel as a whole. So
Yeah,
so like
but
why
that
specifically Black Panther do you not like?
because
I mean,
it had
you just
the
don't
fucking-
Marvel in
It
general.
had the fucking what are
Black
those
Panther-
meme? Like seriously.
Okay,
kill
that is
yourself.
actually
but-
a good reason to hate the movie and everyone
Seriously.
involved in it forever.
And
I just
and
thought the
also
first half was
look
boring.
this is gonna sound nitpicky because it is, but when she says, "Oh, you can move completely silent in these shoes or whatever," and then he walks up the fucking ramp, and you can hear him clearly, really loudly, walking it up.
Well, clearly that just
The
makes it
fuck,
Birdemic
man?
3,
Once
doesn't
again,
it?
the whole film is sunk by a white man, Jake Paul.
Oof, got him.
Buy that
Shoot.
merch.
I
Yeah,
oppress
actually,
women
if
and
we're talking
minorities
about
because I am a gamer.
one thing is, if we're talking about comedy can ruin emotional stakes, the best example probably is The Last Jedi. Black Panther does it,
Yeah,
but it doesn't
I agree.
do it nearly
I
as
agree.
heavily as The Last Jedi
I've seen
does.
none of those films.
But
I haven't
then-
seen
but then-
the new Star Wars film. I haven't seen the Star Wars film before that. I haven't seen
missed
any of
nothing.
the Avenger films for like several years because
Okay, you
I
missed
can't
Infinity
easily
War. That
get
was a
them
good
here
one.
for free.
The Black-
on
Infinity War
Netflix,
is really good.
The
and
Black
I
Panther
will
film
not
has
bother
even more
pirating them.
problems.
Infinity War is the
Um,
only one worth
Infinity
watching.
War was fucking great.
Yeah,
It was.
It's all
was
the good
really
parts.
good.
It's like all the good parts about like several Marvel movies combined into one without all the boring bits.
Yes, I completely. It's Thanos'
Infinity
story,
War
right?
was trash.
Every single
Oh, Cody,
line is
please,
quotable as
don't
fuck.
you even?
I really don't like Marvel movies as a whole, but even I kind of enjoyed Infinity War.
Oh, I was done
Infinity-
with Marvel movies by the time Infinity
Look,
War
it's
came
pretty
out.
good.
I was not into Marvel by then. It got me back into Marvel.
Yeah, I was
It-
kinda
it's
saying,
still got
for
a
me,
lot of
Thor
the
Ragnarok was
tropes.
the one that kind of brought me back into it because Thor Ragnarok, the reason the comedy in that I felt like it worked is it didn't try to be serious the whole time. Because usually in like Avengers, it'll have, like you were mentioning before, it'll do that serious thing and then it'll
That's-
undercut with a
that's
joke. Where Thor Ragnarok was just like, it's not serious at
Lighthearted.
all. It's mostly just jokes.
My problem with Ragnarok was that a lot of the lore was wrong, and that pissed me off. But I don't know. The immigrant song was brilliantly used, I think.
The
I
thing
don't.
about
But yeah,
the only thing I really know about Thor Ragnarok and why I was not surprised to hear that it's actually quite good is that
Taika
fucking-
Waititi.
Yeah, exactly. Taika Waititi did it, and one of my all-time favorite movies, What We Do in the Shadows, was made by him. It is so
We are
good.
werewolves, not swear wolves.
Count to 10, human again. This is Count Fegula. I fucking love that film. It's
have to
basically,
watch
for those
that.
of you who don't know it, it's the premise is it's like I think it's 4 vampires living in like in a shared flat in Wellington, New Zealand. It's like a mockumentary where they catalog the daily lives of these vampires and how they try to live. It's
So beautiful.
What is that called? I gotta write that down.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Alrighty.
and then what we do? Yeah.
Get back. To your
But
nigger boy.
the fucking Black Panther film, and then like the final fight, the CGI was all fucked up and shit.
That I will say, yeah, the final fight was not very good.
And,
The CGI was not
it was
done well, the war rounds were
anticlimactic.
dumb.
It was. It's just there's just so much
Anticlimactic.
dumb, and I'm yeah, it was anticlimactic. Like the fight didn't have any weight to it. All right, they're both using indestructible suits of vibranium. All right, I fucking hate vibranium.
Ooh.
Anyway, that's just me being me.
What a
Uh,
racist.
Hey Burger, I'm
Yeah,
planning
I'm a
to moving to
racist.
Austria, but possibly Germany, just because I have family in Cologne. But how long does it take to get citizenships? Well, if you come on foot, apparently it goes a lot faster.
No, by boat for some reason.
I don't
You have to go by land boat.
I don't actually know if you. I mean, if you, I've my path to citizenship was quite easy in Germany. Is I came out of my mom's pussy and basically I was immediately they handed me
Me
the documents.
too.
and
What
said,
he needs to do
Whoa,
is to find a
Burger, you have
pussy,
to touch
crawl
a
into
pussy.
it, and then get out of it when he's in Germany.
An interesting
Easy.
form of travel.
Yeah,
But
that's
effective.
basically what. But I don't think it's. I mean, if you're a European citizen, it's you can just live here and work here as though you were a citizen. That's no problem. If you already have family, I think it's probably quite easy to get. It's a lot easier to get German citizenship than it is like American citizenship.
Because America's gay.
Freedom Land #1.
Freedom land. We don't accept people.
Freedom land, except for everyone except for everyone else. It's our freedom. We just
Freedom
take
for
it
everyone
from
there.
you, and
It's
then we use it ourselves.
Well, for everyone,
The
and
land of
everyone
the
who has
free.
oil. All right.
1% of the population that can
Stop,
actually do stuff.
Neo. Stop.
Freedom Land
This
number
map is
1.
inaccurate.
No, it's not. It is a 100%
accurate.
accurate map of the world.
I don't know, it is actually quite accurate. I mean, the only question is, what's Europe then?
Not
No.
Freedom
Yes,
Land.
but I don't want to be owned by a corporation, and Freedom Land TM obviously is a corporate brand, so I am not part of your corporate fiction.
What is the
Haha.
EU?
So, speaking of Freedom Land, I started playing Mount and Blade, and
Fuck yes.
What?
yeah, it's very good.
Get it.
And-
If you don't have
And
it.
I noticed that in this game that is based around feudalism and archaic societies, you can have as your banner the anarcho-capitalist logo.
The game is
modded
amazing.
I
Just get it.
manually modded in the Kekistan flag for my banner, and it was a fun time.
Nice.
All
I've
my
never played
soldiers
that
had
game.
green on their shields.
I've
Actually,
tried
I
several
have-
communist revolutions in that game, and none of them turned out well. Turns out when you don't have any food to feed anyone and you don't pay any of your soldiers, things don't go well.
I have Mountain Blade, but I'm afraid of it. Like, I don't know what...
Just use... Okay,
It's,
if you want,
it's
if you
a-
want to
it's
know
a
the
great
guide
Played
to how to,
Oh my
intellectual
God.
games, man. I feel
Waiting for Banner Lord.
to be honest, if you want like a guide on how to get really, really powerful really quickly, it's not hard.
No, I
Just
just have
take one of the
no
top
idea
spice
what to expect at all. Like, it's a game with horses, that's all
It
I
is an
know.
open world
Okay.
army management
Okay,
game where you
the wi-
ride around on a horse and stab people.
Okay, I try to describe it in like the most easy way to understand possible, right? So, there's two different modes basically. One of them's this big map. You control one army on there, and you just go from place to place. And the other one's just a third-person RPG where you can also command troops, and that's about it. That's like the very basics.
That seems
Sounds gay.
interesting.
Combat is actually one of the most intuitive
Neo.
I found, but just you get raped a lot by crossbowmen online if you want to play as an
You
archer.
get raped a lot.
And it
That
hurts.
sounds like my kind of game.
Sounds pretty Brazilian to me.
Just-
Hey, fuck
Just
you.
never play online. Like, you know the amount of people that during sieges will take off all their clothes, get a two-handed weapon, stand on the top of a tower, jump off the tower, and land on you so they could get a one-hit kill. It is
Yeah,
an
I used
actual
to
thing
do
people
that.
do.
That's actually fucking genius.
sounds
'Cause
pretty
you get
good.
a
Yeah,
banana
that people-
based on speed, so if you're falling off a fucking building,
Yes, they do
you're
it to
clearly
one hit.
gonna...
Yeah, they do it to one-hit kill really, like, if you know how the multiplayer works, the longer you survive and the more people you kill, the next life you've got, you get more equipment and more expensive equipment and armor. So you can get some people who just they just grind their way up through the matches without dying, and they're virtually unkillable by like the 6th or 7th round. But then you get one of these fucking lads who just jump off the top of a building and set them back to square one. It's one of the most kind of, oh, fuck you moments.
I'm
The
not
worst
much
part
of
is-
a multiplayer guy.
Sounds
to be
like
honest.
playing techies in
It's
Donut.
single player.
Oh,
The
It's
multiplayer
mostly
with that
single
is
player,
brilliant.
but it's mostly single
Multiplayer
player,
with
but-
Napoleonic Wars is cool though.
Oh, Napoleonic Wars multiplayer is fucking amazing. Just you'll never get to experience what it's like to be a Krieg guardsman in
I
any
like
other
putting
game.
Frenchmen through a meat grinder.
I just like
Same.
screaming "Blee" and then jumping out of a trench and then getting shot, only to have to wait to respawn 7 more times before eventually getting into the enemy base, where I get stabbed. Siege is the only mode active for some reason, and it's disappointing because battles are more fun.
Well, yeah, because you can actually use the mount part of Mountain Blade.
Oh, most
I
people
use the
don't know
mount
how to
part
use
with Neo's
horses.
dad.
Most people don't know how to use
Yeah.
horses.
What?
You still have to pay
No,
for his medical
Have you,
bills.
have you ever seen like people when they just start playing how they use cavalry? It's god awful. Like experienced players know that you basically ignore all ranged weapons, you go for lances and shit. But then you get the new players who just go, "Lol, I'm on a horse." They T-block their own team constantly. It's just like you just watch this horse orgy in the center, and you kind of want to cry a bit. But
Sounds pretty hot.
I mean, I'll do like a lazy cavalry charge if it's just like, oh, I have 50 men versus like 10.
oh, in the campaign, I mainly use cavalry.
Yeah,
Because
I
cavalry
play
is a
Nords.
good thing
I
in
play
the
Nords
campaign.
usually, so you get a fucking bunch of housecarls and just have them turtle up in the side. And then have
I can destroy armies up to 1,000 men with 50 Swadian knights
Yeah,
simply by
Swadian knights are
charging in, retreating before the enemy gets a chance to react to your charge, then charging in again. You can take
That's
down
how shock
1,000.
cavalry usually works. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, since the way Mount Blade mechanics work, if you're outside of combat, you can teleport all your troops outside of combat in preparation for the next combat phase. meaning you can literally just continually charge without ever having to even pull your cavalry back out. So you can win without any
Brazil's a
casualties.
shithole, so I'm glad I live in Portugal.
Anyways,
And
Seems
Colorado
like came
is
out
a
of nowhere.
shithole.
we'll call Calradia is best place. It's the only place we have
Where did you
Muslims
say it was a shithole?
who have the same religion as
Colorado?
everyone
Brazil.
else.
What's
They don't-
Colorado?
It's where you are in Mountain Blade.
Calradia is
Oh, is it? I didn't know what the name, the fucking.
it has a
called?
big lore as well. There's like an old empire that fell, and for some reason there was exactly 6
I mean,
different
I started playing this game
ethnicities
like
and
a week
cultures.
ago, so.
Which is where Bannerlord is going to be.
Oh yeah,
Ethan
Bannerlord's going to
Wobbly
be the old
says,
empire.
The enlightened
There we
by
go.
his noodliness blesses the stream in his garlic doused grace. Oh yes, praise be. Some fucking
Alright,
spaghetti
I gotta dip
with
because
fucking
I gotta eat
garlic
something
now.
before I go to work.
See you later.
I'll see
Wait, I
you
thought we
guys
were the
later.
water cult, not the spaghetti cult.
Yeah, but it tastes. I have like mac and cheese that I did last year, and I always make like these huge casseroles because it saves money. And but this one's been going for a while because it's just I cut off tiny slices of it because I can't take any more of that. And so now I ate today a big slice and I just passed out on the couch for like 10 minutes afterwards because it was just so much.
Sounds productive, my dude.
Is it possible for me to join the military in Germany when I get my citizenship? I have no idea.
It should be.
Just join the
Not
French
after
Foreign
that
Legion. They
armistice.
keep you outside of the country because they're worried you're
There
gonna
is such
take
a
their
thing
lives.
as Google, right?
No.
Can't you just fucking Google that?
No.
No.
Google
If
has
you want
not
all
been
of your
invented
information tracked,
Are you sure? Because like,
How
alright,
to join a foreign military.
I'm not gonna speak on what I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can Google that.
yet. No, it is impossible. I have tried it. When I put the words into the thing, actually the
he was being
FBI came and
sarcastic.
shot me in the head. So
Oh, I have a
mean,
meme for that.
to be fair, they're pretty cautious about letting people join the German military.
For obvious
I
reasons.
genuinely, I have no idea. I know that if you join the Foreign Legion, you can no longer join the German military under any circumstances. And they will actually criminally prosecute you if they find out that you did that. But I don't know much about. I know that we used to have like mandatory military service, but we also had the alternative because I mean most people, a lot of people didn't. A lot of young men, I should add, didn't want to go to the military, and so we had an alternative service called the Zivildienst, which is like civil service where you basically work in hospitals, old people's homes, childcare facilities. Those kinds of things, which I think is actually a pretty good idea.
Wait, you had military service. Was this after World? Who let Germany have military service after World War
We
II?
had mandatory military service until like fucking the
It's not
early
Maori, fuck.
2010s.
Vaki are not Maori.
Wait, how did you guys get away with that? You'd think after 2 world
Vaki
wars,
came
we'd
out-
be at least a
How
little
did we
bit
get
more.
away with getting an army? Well, the fucking the Allied forces funded the shit out of the Western
Yeah.
European army,
Yeah, true. Because
Western German army, because we were the bulwark against communism.
yeah, all those fights against communism that we wouldn't have won without the German military.
Yeah.
Your war? You mean our war?
Vietnam was all Germans that won Vietnam.
Wait, what?
One Vietnam?
The Cuban Missile Crisis, the Germans won that.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
true.
my
I
grandpa
mean,
was actually in both of those.
do you remember the fall of
Was your
Moscow
grandfather
in the
German?
massive winter war
No,
with,
he
the, with the
wasn't.
help of the
Exactly.
German
Then I
army?
bet he was on the wrong side.
Yeah, he totally. But no, yeah, he was a tank commander, and he was stationed over at Guantanamo during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and he was in Vietnam.
One challenge I've got for any Germans: see if you can get a
He's got
club
some-
named after
He's
the
got some
expert.
fucked up stories,
Fine.
dude.
Find a way as a German to start a club with the initials SA without causing anyone's heads to turn. Can it be done?
Super anti-fascists.
Punch a Nazi.
We do actually, This here, James S.A. Corey, which I am ashamed to admit that I haven't been able to read a lot of this. They actually, in the German version of the books, they don't have the S.A. in the name. Because they thought it wouldn't sell if they put it there.
Hey, Burger. What are your thoughts on Patreon bullshit that is going on?
I mean, I think I already talked about this. I don't like it at all. I pretty hate it. I hate it.
No, he completely supports Sargon's Patreon getting shut down, despite having relatively.
I mean, I made a video about this.
Did you?
Yeah,
He did.
What?
I just didn't say this is about Sargon specifically. I was mostly about Monkey.
Oh
Brothers.
yeah. Okay, I
whole-
remember. Yes, I remember.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
if you stop them from talking, you're basically just helping them out because you're helping them build a victim narrative, right? That's
That
the.
is-
Actually,
that's true.
Just
I
to see what's
forgot
happening,
to
I
do-
joined the Monkey Jones Discord server. There was 3 people who talked on it. Everyone else was inactive, and they were all making Jewish jokes, and then whining about how Monkey was gone. It is the saddest place I've ever been on the internet. Like Jesus, I think Monkey just quit the entire internet after that shit because he's not on his own Discord server. He gave it to someone
Jeez.
else who. Though I only know who this guy is because of some drama with Digibro that Monkey was in way back. But the Discord server itself is just kind of dead. I left it just because it was the most depressing thing to ever click on.
Shut up, you fucking Jew.
Yeah.
Just imagine seeing one really disabled Nazi just in a pile of his own cum going,
Look.
"It's the damn Jews," and that's basically what it felt like.
This Jew isn't afraid of the furnace. We should change that.
It sounds like just watching a Melon Pan video, to be honest.
Mrs. Obama. More like. Wait. Oh fuck. I need to find this.
More like Mr. Obama II.
More like. Oh man.
Wow.
Can we all talk about the fact that Michelle Obama is most certainly a transsexual?
More like.
What?
More like fucking
wrote a book
Barack
about
Obama.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I knew it was a bad idea to let you in here.
I agree.
Hey.
I'm just watching the
This is so
stream a
funny.
bit back, and you can see the exact moment where Burger hears it. Just this look of complete disbelief.
I mean, I know that there
I
are lots
haven't-
of right-wing conspiracy theorists that are firmly
I haven't
of the
achieved
opinion
my
that-
goal.
that Michelle Obama is trying. I've seen these videos where they go, look, there's the penis in the fold in the penis. And one time there was a Freudian slip when Obama said, Michael and I, they're totally gay. It's totally a trans woman. And not even if she showed me her pussy, I would still believe that she's a trans woman.
Yeah.
That could be photoshopped. They could photoshop my eyes.
Shimon had an armored skeptic did a whole bunch of videos about that whole community,
That's
and then of course
true.
they started making videos about how Shoe on Head is a
He's a
transgender.
transgender.
Great way
Very
of getting views, by the way.
Clearly, Sean Head is leafy. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
This guy is.
He has a much stronger chin than Leafy. Come on.
Oh, it's funny.
I've been in places where people would unironically look at Leafy's chin and use that as proof that you should definitely transition. It's like, you've got a weak chin, well, you're fucked anyways, might as well transition so you have a chance.
I didn't even, before I saw pictures by Leafy, of Leafy's chin, I had no idea that that was possible, that you could have a weak chin. I've never seen anyone like that. Ever.
The thing I don't get is, if he didn't
That's
draw
just
attention
the
to
pure
it,
German
then
master
nobody would have
genes.
if he didn't draw attention to it, though, I don't think that iDubbbz would have noticed. Because I have a theory that iDubbbz only noticed the weak chin because he noticed every time Leafy was on video, he would always cover it up.
That is true, but I don't know if he did that consciously,
Yeah, I'm not-
leafy.
I don't know, can you imagine, though, if he didn't cover it up, look at his chin, do you really think he would have noticed unless someone pointed it out?
No,
Yes.
I was only able to see it from like a sideways perspective. Like if from the front you don't see it, but like when you see it from the side, it's pretty obvious. It's like
Yeah, but even then, though, you kind of think, oh, that's a bit weird. Then he turns around and you forget about it, though. The only reason anyone notices is because of how much effort he put into hiding it.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
sure.
kinda
It's the
says something.
Streisand effect. They also like banned it from the fucking comments, I think.
What?
It's just the word chin in the filter list.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did. uh,
But now, like, if someone wants to compliment this chin, it's like, hey, you know, you have a very nice chin and jawline. Now, nope, gone.
Oof.
This is why we need smart AI that actually understands what people are saying, so we can separate.
So we can
compliments.
censor them more effectively. I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the
Censor- we need
thought
to censor
process.
the internet more effectively.
No, here's my plan, right? Everyone has the ability to permaban anyone else from the internet. If they are permabanned, they cannot comment anything, but they can still permaban other people. And let's just see who's the last man standing.
Nobody,
No
because if you
great
can
idea.
permaban and you can permaban other people, you're always just going to permaban other people.
Do
Wait,
you
is,
Yeah,
play
that
Hunger
actually, is that
Games?
actually Leafy?
What?
No,
No.
that's
that-
not
that-
Leafy.
no.
No.
There's
No,
no
it's
way
because
that's
he doesn't
Leafy.
look 12 is the thing.
Yeah.
Oh!
Nah, it's just some guy that my sister watches on YouTube.
No, that's Shoe on Head.
Yes, I totally
Yeah,
hit her.
I mean, the bottom
it's
one,
not-
yeah.
not- the hit like
random
that.
guy that your sister watches on YouTube. That's
Because
Yeah, I was
they remind
confused.
me of
what is the thought
similar
process?
I see one face, I see another face, they look the same to me.
You are an autist.
Can't
Is it
argue
like
with
a
that
disease or
logic.
something?
I mean, it's possible, yeah.
He has got the inverse of what's it called in English? Fuck me.
I don't
that's-
know.
That's there's a mental condition
The
that
face
makes you
what
not.
where you cannot see
Yeah,
the faces.
yeah. Yes, exactly. Yes, I don't know the naming in English. Fuck.
Apraxia?
Faces look different.
Epognoxias. Wait, hold on.
Agnostic?
No.
Alopecia?
Yeah.
Aloe
Alzheimer's?
vera?
It's called
Alcohol poisoning?
prosopagnosia.
That's exactly what I said. That was the first thing I said.
This fucking
Exactly.
chat's gonna give me alcohol poisoning.
Ew.
And the English name and the Portuguese name are kind of similar.
Maybe they derive from the same Latin and
Maybe!
Greek root. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Everything
Who
after Rome
knows?
was a mistake.
Did you just... Oh, for a moment I thought you just posted a blank picture of
No.
What?
Clorox.
No. This is a blank picture.
Yes. Oh my god. That is the work of the devil, I say.
Jinkies.
Wait, I'm gonna make this bigger. Yep.
Zoinks, Scoob.
Definitely a blank picture.
Yikes.
Man, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, look, we got a challenge in the chat. Leafy's shoe, prove me wrong. Well, I can't, because it's true.
That's not how that works, though.
You can't prove a negative.
That you have to prove that you can't just... I mean, I know this is a meme, but like I got into one of these discussions today.
I got in a
The
similar
person I
discussion a
was
while back.
arguing with just would not understand what was going on.
Didn't understand burden of proof.
Is it
Yeah.
weird that I get into a discussion like that literally every day in uni about burden of proof, where people just don't get that the
I don't
person
understand
claiming
how
it
people just-
is the
Oh,
person
they-
who has to prove it?
Fellow university students of the natural sciences.
It's not natural science. It's fucking psychology.
Well, psychology
Natural
is
philosophy.
close.
No,
like
it's not a
hybridized.
science. Let's be honest, guys.
Psychology is a soft science, so it is a science.
It is-
in
it is a
the
soft
way that
science.
it
I
has
don't.
all the
There's
No,
scientific
like
method,
the
but it
distinction
doesn't-
I was memeing,
between
I
hard
was
and soft
memeing.
science gets weak at the fringes. It's not a hard distinction. Like you put them in one category or another, but at the end of the day, I'm like archaeology. What is it? A hard science or a soft science? In my university, we're part of like both departments of the natural sciences and of the soft sciences, and we do both things.
Well, it depends on which aspect.
I was
of the
just
field you're
just
using.
memeing, to be honest. But psychology was considered a harder science when it started using statistics to prove all of its points. So I don't know. Yeah, I agree with Chicken. We're all gay.
So
That's
Well, that is
my,
accurate.
my little sister got a master's in psychology from a really kind of hard Christian university.
Oh my.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Ouch.
What's your point? I know what's your point, but what's your point?
Yeah.
that
Don't be
psychology
rude.
is only a
Jesus
science.
Oh, they. I know, but like that's them. You know.
They're basically
Distorting the
stealing the
real-
word psychology. I mean, you can
Yeah.
you can get like a biology degree from that same university where they will tell you how to prove creationism is true.
Exactly. And it's like I've heard some people say that psychology isn't a real science because there's so many competing theories explaining the same thing, but the same happens in other areas of science.
Yeah.
Like just look at biology, it's full of that. There are some more subscribed to than others, but there's still a lot of competing theories.
The problem with
Everyone-
psychology is fundamentally that it tests, like in the natural sciences, you can very often reduce
Tests,
the complexity of a system as you.
Yeah,
and
but
then test the
psychology is too
simplest
much.
components.
Too much.
Which-
Yeah.
You cannot reduce the complexity of the system of psychology. Like it doesn't
Yep.
work.
It doesn't. There's genetics, biology, then your fucking brain, chemistry, it's social interactions. There's just too much to talk about.
And the problem is that once you expose the system to the questions, once you change
behaves
the system
differently.
by testing it.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the
exactly.
worst part.
It's like this is a bad analogy, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's like quantum physics, as in when you observe the particle, it changes its behavior.
That is a
or-
bad
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
know.
how that works. The
Sure, I
reason
know
that
it's
is
not how that
because-
works. I know. Jesus, I know that's not how it works. I'm not very fluent.
I'm sorry,
in,
but a lot of the time
physics.
people will say that phrase and they mean it's like, oh, because you looked at it, some magic thing. No, it's
No, it's
'cause
not a
you-
magic thing. I know.
It's because you shot photons at it.
Yeah. Well,
People actually,
yeah.
I remember in high school, like the fucking our resident physicist didn't understand this. I was like, no, they are in a position and at a speed. We just cannot detect it. It is
Yeah,
not
yeah, I
possible,
know
but
that,
they
I know
are at one.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we use probabilities. Say, oh, it's probably there.
Yeah.
But we don't know for sure because we observed it, and yeah, so we can't really be sure. Could we ever? Could we ever be sure? Like,
I mean,
Is there a way-
could
my-
we ever? I can't answer a question about
Yeah, I know.
what would happen in the future. I will just tell you that the way we see things is with photons, and
Yeah,
to
I
see
know.
a thing, you have to bounce photons off of it, and that affects things when they're small.
true.
You can get a damn good animation degree from Brigham Young with a heavy dose of Mormonism. Any religious college can teach any course. Yeah, actually, the the Brandon Sanderson writing course, which is fantastic, and I would highly recommend it to any aspiring writer, is also taught at BYU. So
Yeah, that's true. It's a Mormon school, right?
yeah. I mean, the Mormons are super sick when it comes to like networking. Like that, it is insane how well they network.
But they also
Same with, like,
require you to go
Scientologists,
on
dude.
mission.
They're like
They require you
they're
to
like
go
what
on
the
mission.
alt-right thinks that the Jews are. That's what the Mormons do.
Wait a second. Is this a good new conspiracy theory?
I need
It's
to
not
think
the
about
Jews,
that
it's
for
the
a
bloody
second.
Mormons.
Have the Mormons been controlling Big Asparagus this whole time?
Wait, that makes so much sense now. If you were actually the religion behind the world, you wouldn't have two major powers hating your religion. You'd have them hating a different religion. So they managed to control both the Nazis and the communists to hate the Jews. So it makes sense now.
We've
See,
cracked the
Jews are
code,
innocent.
gentlemen.
That's impossible. Look at their noses.
Burger, prepare for your channel to get shut down and for the FBI to knock on your door.
The Vaki
The
will knock on
FBI
his
is
door.
going to take a plane ticket to Germany. FBI, open up! You have no jurisdiction here. Oh fuck! God,
This gun
we
says
should
I
have
do.
thought of that. We just wanted to. God damn it!
Back it up, boys. We're going back home.
I guess CIA.
We'll
then.
get them next time.
Don't worry, they'll
CIA
wait
is
until you come over.
wherever they can go. Not that they're supposed to. They just do anyways because they say they do.
Yeah, thanks for enlightening me about my stupidity in physics.
You're
Doesn't
welcome.
take much.
Listen, I know all about stupidity in physics, okay? I stopped being a
So
physics
lamb.
major because it's hard and it's dumb.
Well,
Is
it's not
that
that
like an Indian Slav?
What is he? Is that?
Hey
Is he
kids, want
holding
to
a
buy some
sword?
tech support?
Oh my days.
Is he holding one sword or two swords? I can't tell.
Two.
think
If he's
it's
holding
one.
two, he's holding the second one by the blade.
Yeah,
He's holding
exactly.
both
But that
of them
looks
by
like it's in the
blades.
foreground, so I think that's part of that little piping up there.
No, I think it's two. Wait, is it? I don't know. I have no
It's in the
idea.
foreground
You see
and
a
it's
bottle of
over his
vodka in the
fingers, so I
background.
think that's part of that little like. rubber
How could you
piping
even know
up
that's
there.
vodka?
Could just
Burger?
be a
Stop
knife.
It has to
speculating.
be vodka. Listen, when a
He's
person
Indian.
is squatting in a picture, all beverages in that picture automatically
Become-
turn to vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the main thing that fuels the Russian economy is they just take water, they squat, they take a picture, and then they export that water as vodka.
I gotta remember that next time we go to an outhouse.
Oh my. Jesus couldn't do that.
Yeah, Jesus could turn water into wine.
Into wine.
but,
What a little
bit. Can turn
nobody
water
nobody
into
cares. Real men turn
Real
pretty
men
much
turn
anything into vodka.
So the question I've got is, if he turns water into wine, is it a good vintage? Imagine having the ability to turn water into wine, and it's just shit wine.
It's like brand new. It's all garbage.
Oh my days.
I find it really funny that there are a lot of Christian churches
Hmm.
who
Moist churches are
who
Christian.
know the story. Who
I
know the
would
story
wager.
who know the story of Jesus turning water to wine, and they say, "Oh no, he turned it into grape juice," because they personally don't like alcohol, so they just don't want it in their religion at all.
Fucking Americans and their prohibition.
The
Was it
question I've
actually
got
during the
is-
prohibition allowed? Were you allowed, if you were a Christian, to drink wine during mass?
Yeah,
Was
there was a religious exception, so churches could purchase like a small amount of wine for like communion and stuff like that, and you could also get medicinal whiskey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How did
Fucking
that
George
go?
Remus.
That
built a
that
business
sounds like
off
the
that, didn't he?
states not being very secular, I think.
But
Just
they were
saying.
also giving out heroin
Secular.
and,
No, it had
and
nothing.
shit for kids. So I mean, alcohol really wasn't the worst thing. I mean, cocaine was used for dental
I mean-
procedures.
I mean, did they put the heroin ban in the Constitution? I think not.
Nope.
I personally don't have a problem with heroin. I mean, it's worse than alcohol, or it's not worse than alcohol.
I
Alcohol's
personally
worse
have a
than
problem
heroin.
with heroin,
Yeah.
but I don't
Hey.
think I don't have any problem with people doing it unless like I care about them, in which case I'm gonna ask them to stop nicely.
Yeah.
The editor in chief of Der Spiegel actually did heroin for like 20 years and nobody noticed because he was super fucking rich and got like the real good stuff. It had almost no side effects, but it did eventually fuck him up. So
I mean,
Yeah.
all good things in moderation.
No, you need
How
to.
do you do a moderate amount of heroin?
Yes, I was thinking the same
like
thing.
microdosing with heroin.
Like I don't have a problem if people want to choose to do that, whatever. But I don't like. I think you can't do a moderate amount of heroin really,
thing
unless
is-
it's like medically applied.
The thing is, I think a lot of it's not like they fall into this thing where they just they fall into heroin use. Like nobody goes out one morning having never done drugs. And
That
goes,
is not
You know
true. There
what
was
I'm
a
going
man-
to procure from my drug dealer of choice today?
No,
Heroin.
dude, that happened. So there was this guy. I think this was in Florida, but I'm not sure. And he went out. He was diagnosed with cancer, so he went out and specifically was going to go buy heroin, and he got caught by the police and thrown in prison.
Oof. Don't do
And
drugs, kid.
he had like 2 weeks to live, so I guess that's a life sentence technically.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, who gives a shit, right? But people who don't have like 2 weeks left to live, or people who are generally not, entirely mental, will not do this. But some will, they fall into that hole, which is, the whole. Which is why this whole argument of, oh, fucking, if you legalize heroin, everyone will just be doing heroin. It's like, no. Do you want to do heroin? No, you probably do not. Why would you assume that you are the only person who doesn't want to do heroin?
The argument comes from a sense of normalization, which you can legalize something and also not normalize it.
Yeah.
People tend to take things more in moderation once it's been normalized.
That's true too. So people who choose to do it will do it more in moderation, and people who don't choose to do it will not do it because it's bad. Like, look at cigarettes, right? Cigarettes are it's so ingrained into at least American culture that cigarettes are bad and you shouldn't do them. If you ever do them, you will die a horrible death. You shouldn't ever do it. This ad sponsored by Bud.
You cut out there at the end. But yeah, cigarettes, I think, are an interesting
Oh, I said this
example.
ad sponsored by Bud Light.
Because, I mean, obviously cigarettes are not as bad as heroin. And they used to be cool. But the thing about cigarettes is you don't shoot them up your veins and then pass out for like half an hour, right? Which is also not really what happens with heroin. But, it's a lot... You don't need a syringe to do cigarettes. It's a lot...
You technically don't need a syringe to do heroin.
You need a lighter.
You can smoke
That
it.
is true. You can also, but it's not as direct.
Well, yeah, but that's sort of more
potent.
you smoke opium in like a Chinese basement somewhere, and then you work your way up to mainlining it in a back alley.
So you have to build the skill tree. But
Yeah,
it's
It's you smoke a joint once, and then next thing you know, you have like giant $100,000 gravity bongs or something.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, that's how
You
it
smoke
works.
all the weeds.
I once went
not
to a
true.
concert, and now here, a couple years later, I'm injecting marijuana directly into my vein.
Damn.
It's-
Damn, dude.
It's
Not
just
even
it's how,
once.
it's, no, it's how it gets to you, man.
There's a
Fucking
more
marijuana.
efficient way.
What's the more efficient way?
Vaping, not like not like e-vaping, but using a ceramic vaporizer to break down the marijuana instead of smoking it. It's better for your lungs, and it takes less to actually.
Dude,
Actually, I found out the
vaping is the
safest.
coolest. Okay, that's people used to smoke to be cool. Now they vape. Okay.
I
I actually found out the best way to get high
Man,
from
people
my junkie
vaping.
friends. You don't even need to take drugs to get the experience of taking the drugs. If you get high enough, you can actually smoke a cigarette that does not exist.
What?
It is a thing you can actually do. People have gone as far as to create lines of coke and get halfway through snorting them before looking up and realizing they don't actually have anything on the table.
Were they schizophrenic?
Well,
Because that might explain it.
No.
No, they just took
placebo
a
effect's a real
shit
thing.
load.
I've seen people who drink non-alcoholic beer and then they are like, "Oh, dude, I'm so
Oh,
wasted."
I actually
was
did
kidding.
this once. It was like I went to a problem school. You might describe it. It was like the lowest tier of school in Germany. It was where you sent the idiot kids. That's where I was, and
That
we
explains a lot.
on like the final in like our final. And last year we did a school trip. Like a class trip. What do you call it? A trip
Oh.
to
Field trip is
Field
what we
trip.
call it over here.
yeah, but we were like in Italy for a week, so it's not
You
just,
just took a trip.
a field trip. And I had like everyone was dancing at this like fake bar, and I had these fishermen's friends. And I walked up to like people in my, from my school and told them, "Hey, I got these fucking drugs," and they took them. And like the ones who regularly took pills looked at me and like grinned, knowing what had happened. And like others who had obviously never taken drugs were super fucking high after that. Ooh, the ecstasy pills that I gave them. Ooh, spearmint ecstasy pills. Fantastic. One of them literally was like wriggling on the floor because he thought he was fucking high on something.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Your body.
No,
thinks.
I know it's a real thing. I wasn't saying it wasn't. I'm just saying that those
I just
extreme
like to
effects
imagine
are like really, really unlikely to happen.
No, it's a lot of. I think it's a lot about like the lifting of inhibitions. You can have like a placebo lifting of inhibitions.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. I don't know. Well, first time I drank alcohol, it didn't have any alcohol. So I drank a beer and it didn't have any alcohol, and I was
First
like,
time I drank alcohol, it didn't have any alcohol.
Yes, exactly. Fuck you, Morado. Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking piece of shit, you fucking
Jesus
Jew.
Christ, dude, chill.
Oh, get this guy out of here. I thought he was going to pay Patreon money.
Wow. What? I'm a mod. Hello?
More like a Jew.
Hey, he's the Jew, not me.
I'm the Jew here.
Cool down with the J word.
What? Do you want me to say the N word? I don't know if I can say the N word. Hey, Burger, can we say the N word?
I mean, it's not banned. Don't say it to insult people. Like, don't call people niggers. That's my rule. Unless you want to talk about the world.
I don't think you can keep that promise.
Shut up, you fucking Nigerian.
I'm gonna need to find a way to get that soundbite on its own.
Yikes.
Yikes, man. I'm just kidding.
This shit went sideways.
Heavily.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways, I recommend the AZ Vape digital vaporizer for anyone who needs one.
Sponsored by Easy Vape Digital Vaporizer.
Well, it allows for accurate temperature control, and it's really good once you learn how to use it.
I don't actually smoke weed anymore if I can avoid it, like I did.
I can't
on Christmas.
I can't
Day.
Anymore either.
On Christmas Day, I took like a bud and I grinded it into a fine powder, and I put it into milk, and I had it simmer in the milk for an hour while constantly, doing the stirring thing, and it released because obviously the THC is not going to bind to water, so it's pointless to. I initially wanted to make wheat tea, but it doesn't work. I mean, it does work if you put like the butter around the buds, but you don't do
Potato
that.
Stop.
And then you have the milk and it's infused with THC, and it was pretty good actually. So I don't have to smoke to get high, which is nice.
I just can't ingest AC at all because it's illegal here, and I work for a thing that works for the government, so the government don't want me doing that.
The only way to get drugs in my kind of area is to attend these kind of parties where everyone takes them, and I don't get invited to anything. So I'm the purest one.
Yeah, I can't because I work for a company that works for the EPA.
No,
I just like to imagine that when you go to heaven.
I fully understand when companies. I understand it once like companies where you have to take responsibility, but if it's like Walmart doing like drug tests, like what are you gonna fucking sort the things into the wrong bag?
I mean, if you're like if you're like actively high and driving the forklift around, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
But like, if you're a greeter at Walmart and you're high, that's just enhancing your ability to do your job.
Damn straight.
Actually, I've got one question though.
Damn straight.
When you go to heaven, does God just congratulate you for being a lonely loser?
He can't,
like,
because
can you imagine
he
how
exists.
No, can you just imagine you're like about to go to heaven, and he just goes, "Hell yeah, you didn't get laid, you didn't get any drugs, nobody likes you, you're great," and he just lets you go to heaven. Just well done. Nobody is willing to talk to you.
That sounds like something the God of the Bible would say.
Yeah, like
he himself is, as Tim Minchin says, a sexist, racist, murderous cunt. So
exactly.
Yeah, but just like him.
Hey, he said this in the right order as well. Congratulations, Burger.
He also said he was a vampire and a zombie and quantum and lots of other things.
What was that? Magic, Woody Allen, zombie, Superman, Komodo dragon, quantum, fucking something else, Jesus.
Yep. I'm gonna go grab my Legos. I'll be right back.
Legos? What? 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 Lego? What? Neo?
I don't have a spastic fit, man.
I want Lego as well.
Fuck's sake. I'll be right back.
Have Legos like as a Bionicle addict?
Okay. Actually, additionally to my Bionicle collection, I have an entire city made of Lego, but they're all in boxes because I don't have enough space in my house.
I've got this massive showcase of Lego in my room that I absolutely despise.
What? Give them to me. Give them to me. I accept the Lego if you don't want.
It's like I've not played with Legos.
You can
Yeah.
give them to me as well if you want.
I've got like I've not played with any of it since I was like 6 years old, but it's just been in my room ever since, and I can't get rid of them because nobody else wants to take them.
I want them. I want them. Send them to me. I'll pay you.
Will you pay for the shipping?
I'll pay for the shipping. I'm serious.
So that's
we
the thing
lost-
that always bothered me about Lego is
What?
like the colors. I never had the blocks that I wanted in the colors that I wanted, and the colors were always obscene. Like there's some beige blocks in there that look good to me,
beige is
like the gray
amazing.
ones.
Oh,
the white
wait,
ones
hold
are
on,
too white,
hold
I
on.
think.
That depends on the sets that you
Are
bought,
you
right?
telling me
Yeah, but
that
I'm
you
not a
weren't just
fucking
making?
millionaire. Like I'd
Hey,
like to
I
play
know.
Minecraft.
Look,
Hey.
I know Lego is expensive, but like most things you would pay for the brand, but Lego you're actually not paying for the brand. Right? This is 100% true.
Custom
It is the
Lego is
best-
so much more expensive
It
than
is
just buying Lego.
Man, Lego. You're truly paying for the quality. It is one of the best things ever.
Fuck
alright?
Mega Blocks.
Yeah, fuck Mega. You know, I have a Mega
Chicken
Blocks
Butt, you
collection
freak
because
out.
my grandmother thought it was a good idea to buy fake Lego.
Dude,
And
when
I
I was
just
a kid and people bought me Mega Blocks, I fucking
cried.
I plotted their
This is the most
destruction. Okay,
simplistic thing I've ever heard. In my
I
life.
actually cried when I was a kid, but I cried when I got Mega Blocks. Look, it's literally the assembly process is literally putting 5 pieces together, and you're done. And Lego's starting to do this.
I had
shit,
like
and I'm
this.
getting pissed.
The Mega Bloks that I got was it was a scene from Spider-Man 2,
Oh my
the Sam
days!
Raimi Spider-Man 2, where Doctor Octopus robs a bank and Spider-Man comes in and helps him. So it was like I had to build a little
What do you
Lego
mean he
bank.
helps him?
Stops him. I
What?
meant.
That is
Sorry.
not the Spider-Man 2 film that I saw.
That'd be a great movie.
Freudian slip. I just.
You just
Hey
got
Doc
like,
Hawk, you need some help?
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Pizza time, motherfucker! Give me all your cash!
Hold on. Doctor Octopus was trying to make a fusion reactor, dude. You know what? That could have saved our entire species. And Spider-Man
if only he
stopped him.
wasn't
He
too
should have
obsessed
helped
with
him.
making his hentai reality.
Look, I just want Lego.
Did someone say
Give me
pizza
Lego.
time?
It's like I have a ton of boxes that I haven't opened because I can't build it because I don't have space, but I still want more. I have an illness.
The white
some
ones
sort.
are too
Hey,
white.
I will be right back,
think.
guys.
Burger
I'm gonna go put a thing in the
2019.
oven.
Damn straight, the white ones are too white.
What?
It's some Lego miscegenation up in this bitch right now.
Jesus.
And some like nuance in the colors here, not this white shit.
Subscribed for Lego misogyny.
Fuck Whitey.
I'm making a sign. This says
Who the
sub to
fuck keeps
burger.
muting me? Seriously, Mortator, if you don't stop this shit, I will fucking kill you. Jesus
Fuck,
Christ.
dude.
This is annoying. I'm trying to speak and this guy keeps fucking muting me. What the fuck, dude? That's not respectful. Fuck you.
I didn't do nothing.
Fuck, I can see in
was
the
a good
logs.
boy.
I can
He
see in the
didn't do
logs that
nothing.
you're muting me. All right, stop
Hey,
that.
call him a Nigerian again. That'll make-
Jesus Christ! I'll fucking
Everybody stop
Murder
muting
your
everyone,
eyes.
okay?
Jesus.
Don't mute Walking Warrior ever. Ever. Do not mute him ever again. Just do not mute him. Okay, Walking
Okay.
Warrior, you can talk now.
Thank
I am
Fuck you.
sorry. I
Fuck
could not
you.
resist.
you. I knew it was coming.
Just
Man, this. I am tilted. All right.
I am sorry, man. It's just no, but
Got
seriously,
him.
now we stop muting people.
Okay. Yeah. I really dislike that. I did that once as a joke, and then everyone started doing it. So it's my fault, really.
I'm back and
It's all
I'm a
your fault.
retard because I forgot to hit start in the preheat.
What is
Good
good?
job.
I left to go put
He
something
was
in the
trying
oven.
to turn Auschwitz back on, but he forgot to press the
Yeah, I
right
didn't
buttons.
preheat the oven.
So,
God, you always preheat the oven. Come on.
I
Hey,
know I
well, he
set the
didn't.
temperature. I just never hit start.
Don't use the term preheated. I'm gonna get George Carling up in here. Jesus.
Why should we not use the word preheated? Please explain yourself.
Because no, this is a joke, man. Come on. Don't put me on the spot. What is this? I don't like confrontations.
Explain yourself.
If you're preheating something, that means you're heating it before it is heated. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, so
That
I
actually
needed
is
to
true.
preheat something, right?
No.
So
You need to heat
I
up
have
something. It's not a
preheated it.
No, it's not.
Because,
you're
I
just
mean, when you
heating-
put it in the oven, it's already hot. You're not heating it anymore.
No, it's still. Well, it's
You're
still.
Like
still
that,
heating
you know,
it.
you don't. That's you're actually
You're
correct.
still-
You don't
No.
preheat the oven. You just heat the oven.
Exactly.
So
That's
you
what I
can-
meant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You heat
it's
the
not-
oven before you use it. That is
Yes.
preheating the oven.
No. That is just
before you-
heating.
That's just
No.
heating the oven.
No,
That
in
is
steps.
heating pre-usage.
steps.
That's what you mean. You're
In
heating.
steps for cooking, that is preheating the oven. It's getting the oven to a
But if
temperature
you want, but
before
if you
use it.
are
Preheating
a
if you
pedant,
can just call it
exactly.
You can
It's just
say
heating.
preheated.
Right.
Preheated me.
I mean,
It is- no,
isn't
no.
preheating heating before you put the food in.
Preheating
heating
is
is
while
literally
the food's
trying
in.
to. If you're going by what the word means, preheating means to heat it before it's hot, which is
That's not what it means.
That's not what preheating means.
Well, heating
Preheating means
That
heating
means you
before
make it
something.
hot
Is
before you put
a-
the thing in. You
is a
fu-
term.
It
No,
just
no,
means heating
literal.
before something.
Look,
But then you
The
wouldn't
hottest
look.
before
It's
you
not a
run
literal
them.
collection of words. It is a term.
But it's a word that it's a term that doesn't make sense.
it's an
is the
unnecessary word.
Let me-
That's the
okay,
point.
let me
Look, let me
explain-
let me
No,
finish.
Alright,
no,
let
no,
me
no,
just
no, 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 no,
keep
no, 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 no,
I will-
no, no.
I'll do like
The
Mortato
same
and I'll
thing is
discussion that
preheating.
Fast
Yes.
Thursday
Listen
has
here,
evolved
non-American. Let me
Hey.
explain a language that I got from
Hey, moron! My
another
family's
country.
Canadian.
I want to
Let me
make that
explain to
20
you a
Fucking
language
got 'em.
that I sucked
So you're
off
two
the
layers
teeth
of
my
not
mother.
English.
Let me explain how American works to you, okay?
Look, okay,
Heated.
explain it.
Adjective, made warm or hot.
Mhm.
You preheat an oven. If something is preheated, you have made it warm or hot in order to put a thing into it.
Cody,
But
I'm
you
not
don't
stupid.
need the
I know.
syllable
You don't
I
preheat
know
it
what
in
it
oven, you
means.
preheating
All right,
You
I'm
do
just
not-
saying
what-
it's
you can just
unnecessary.
heat the
Well, then why are
thing,
you telling
and
me
then
not
it
to
will
say it?
also be hot.
This is the most semantic argument I've ever seen turned to
It
shouting.
literally is. We're
This
literally
is
talking
an
about-
important
literal
issue. We
semantics.
think in language. Language.
This
what
is
the
literally like half a syllable.
Listen,
difference.
half my
Hey,
audience is
Mortato,
autists.
hey,
These
have some
are
of
the
your own
discussions
fucking-
that the people care about.
Is your problem with the word preheat, or is your problem with the word heated?
Pre.
The pre is the problem.
Just
Okay,
call it
well, there's a
heating.
button on the oven, right? It says preheated, and on the back,
Potato,
on the box of
seriously,
my Stouffer's
I'm
lasagna, it says you must preheat the oven
Potato, I'll
to
fucking kill you.
375
You
degrees.
piece of shit. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Wakandan.
Oh, look, you're
I
always
think
victimizing
Stouffer's
yourself.
lasagna knows a bit
Stop.
more about heating things
Jesus
than
Christ.
you do, okay?
No, look, if you preheat the oven, you heat the oven before heating it. But really,
You
what
heat
you
the
are
oven
actually
before you're putting
doing-
a
No,
thing
you
into
don't
it.
heat the oven before heating it. You heat it to the temperature it
Someone
will
slammed a
stay
desk
at.
over
Why
this.
don't you just call it heating instead of preheating?
No,
the pre
you
doesn't make sense. It's a unnecessary
Preheat
syllable.
the oven before
Burger,
heating
it's just
the
a fucking
food.
word that's
Preheat
on
the
my
oven
oven.
But
before
then
you
you'd be
heat the
preheating the
food.
food,
That's
not
why
the
you say
oven.
preheating. Yeah.
Look,
Unless you're
look,
putting
why?
another small
You don't-
oven
point-
into your
Yeah,
oven.
the
when you
point
preheat
is
the oven,
that
so you can heat the
even
food.
though it's the word has a definition and we know what you mean when you say preheated, we're just saying that it's unnecessary. All right, that is all we're saying.
I mean, I'm not going to
It's
stop
the
saying
fucking,
preheated.
it's the word that's written down on my oven, so I'm gonna say it.
Look, just because it's written down doesn't mean it makes sense.
Okay,
Okay.
I get the feeling that this discussion is actually turning serious. So
Yes.
nobody take
Well,
this actually seriously.
I'm
this
not
is
saying
a
this-
meme
You know what,
discussion.
It's the fucking meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my days. I want to see the memes tomorrow after this.
No, but seriously, preheating makes no sense.
I love it how Saulberger started.
Listen, guys, this conversation's
Disagreeing
over,
and
but let me make a final point.
The final point
And
is
now
you're
the
retarded because you're
conversation
American.
must be over.
A brilliant move, Burger. This is why you have. This is why I give you money.
Yeah, I am a wise dictator.
So can we just ban everyone on the server now? I feel like that's the only
No,
way we
I
can
think the
follow
only
this up.
person who needs a ban is you, Mortato, because you're an unbearable cunt.
Jesus.
Fucking oof, mate.
That was a very long silence.
This is not even funny anymore. Seriously, you're just pissing me
Yes, it
off
is.
because you know that
It's
ticks
very
me.
funny.
No, it's not. It's just
Half the times it wasn't me. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know
Look,
who it was.
I can go into the log and see who muted me. All right. Jesus Christ. Wait, look. Can someone explain to me? Even though I'm an atheist, I keep saying Jesus Christ over and over again.
Sure.
Because Jesus
It's a
Christ
cool
was a cool
term.
dude who believed in not slapping hoes and other sorts of.
The
awesome
answer is
things.
because of Constantine. He kind of had this giant empire thing, and he said, "Hey, let's all be Christian." And so that's why, even though we don't follow this religion, it's a colloquial term we all use.
And the
Constantine is also the white Jesus, you know, the white
literal-
Jesus you see with the long hair and the beard.
Actually, that was
that's supposed
based
to be a
on.
precaution.
That was actually based on what was his name again? I think it was Rodrigo Borgia. That's actually what the images of Jesus were based on. Another interesting bit of information: Constantine actually became a Christian because while he was marching to battle, he just had this random vision in the sky where God was like, "Hey, lol! If you just put Jesus on your shields, you'll win this battle," and he did.
He said,
And they
oh
did.
shit, fucking Borgia isn't even born yet. What are we gonna do? We can't actually put Jesus on the shields.
Well, they just put I think they put the first two letters, and it was like,
They preheated the shields.
yes.
Did you know this is even more interesting, and this is just more interesting because I declare it, that the very first statue of Buddha was done by Greeks.
I know about the Greek city-state
Really? I
that
had
was
no
all
idea.
got all the way into India, and it was like Bactria. They actually even had a brief war with China
Yeah.
to get really good horses. It was called the War of the Heavenly Horses, and that was like a massive conflict between two empires on the opposite sides of the globe. And it was what it ended up being was a small expeditionary force versus the rough equivalent for the Greeks of like, like really, really rural rednecks. It was like their equivalent of that versus just like China's equivalent of like a UN peacekeeping force. It's on paper it sounds a lot cooler than it was.
Yeah, the Chinese
war is
fucking
super
curb stomped
cool?
the shit out of the Bactrians there. But they were Greeks.
Well, the issue was the Chinese lost like half their army on the way there just due to attrition. But then when they got there, they just won easily. It's the closest thing to a retarded slap fight that you'll ever find actual warfare being.
There was one war that was, I can't remember, I think it was the British and against, I think, like Argentina or something like that.
The Falklands.
And their guns, the British guns were a lot better than the Argentinian guns. And they just sort of sat their boats like just a little bit farther away and just shot down at them, and they couldn't retaliate. So it was basically the warfare equivalent of a man holding a midget's head as he fucking swings underneath him.
Rule Britannia, Britannia, rule the waves.
Christ.
Oh, I fucking love
Fuck
wrestling.
Argentina.
I saw this. I saw Chef's Table, and there was this one episode. I was ultra high while I watched it, so I'm not 100. I'm pretty sure that that's what I saw. There was like this chef from Patagonia, and holy shit, is Patagonia beautiful! But aside from that, he was a massive asshole. Like holy shit, I was on full empathy mode, and I was like, yeah. I understand this guy and why he thinks the way he does, but he's still a massive cunt. He's like, his philosophy is, if he gets tired of people, he just discards them. Because, as soon as you're bored with someone, it's really not worth hanging out with them anymore. And this is what his wife is like 30 years younger than him. They see each other maybe 3 days a week, because the rest of the time he's just touring Patagonia with his fucking 15 restaurants that have made him a millionaire, banging like young cooking apprentices that work with him for like a year. And it's holy shit, that guy is a cunt. Oh my
I think
god.
the term you're looking for is a sociopath.
Yeah, he definitely is a sociopath.
That's not the worst I've seen someone treat their partner in terms of like trying to bang other people. The worst I've seen is someone who tried to force it into a polygamous relationship by getting the other two to talk to each other. I still haven't seen anything that's more disgusting than that, so...
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. That was ending on
Okay, it's done.
I'm not-
Post some memes.
Look,
Here we go.
Just this guy's a child. Sub to burger. Neo, why? I wanted to do that joke first. I
Should have been fast with the Legos, boy.
My Legos
yeah.
are boxed. I told you. I can't.
So are mine.
I
They're
can't
just right
tell.
here.
But mine are in another house in boxes.
Oof.
The only Lego I have is my Triceratops and my Exoforce mech.
Well, you really should have thought about that before stepping to the plate.
Oof.
You
My
should
Lego,
have had
my
your,
Lego's better
you know
than
you should have
yours.
done. You should have taken your Bionicles and you should have.
Hey,
had
there's
it
no
signed.
plural of Bionicle, you uncultured swine.
No, it's Bionicles.
What?
No,
Is
no.
it- is it not
Bionicle?
I'm pretty sure it's Bionicle.
No. Bionicle is the name of the story. I've told you.
Yeah, and then the people are
racist.
The
Bionicles.
name of the toy that they
The
sell in the
people-
store.
The people are called.
Bionicles.
The people are
Yeah.
called Toa, Matoran, Vortex, etc.
Yeah,
they have
they're all
their
What are they
races.
Bionicles.
collectively referred to as?
Bionicles.
Bionicle.
This is like the
Bongles.
Krogan.
Bionicles.
No, I'm serious about this. There's no.
Oh, he's right.
plural
He's
of
right.
Bionicle.
All the boxes do just say Bionicle on them, and then I'm looking for Bionicle plural.
So what Binkles?
It's just
It's
Bionicles.
Bonkle. You can say Bonkles. That you can say. You want
Brinkles.
to say it?
But it's Bionicles.
I don't know. It's,
Like, I
Neo.
declare that it is now like fish. You can either say Bionicle or Bionicles.
You cannot
Look.
say fish.
Yes, you can.
You say
You
fishes.
just did.
You can
one
say
fish,
fishes
two
or fish.
You can. Well, it's one fish, two fish.
You can,
This is
you can-
something that's been happening to the German language. It's been slowly eroding away, where people are now allowed to say pizzas and taxis. It's Pizzen and Taxen.
It's Americanizing. Get used to it.
No, it's just people who don't fucking know how to speak the word language words.
Everyone should speak Australian.
Alright,
Okay, the
boys and
difference,
girls.
I
Burger, is
agree,
you can,
mate.
the plural of fish is
Yes.
fish, but the plural of a group of fish is fishes. So, for example, if you have multiple types of fish, you say fishes. But
Well,
if
that
you have
makes sense, mate.
more than one
That
of the
actually
same kind
makes
of
a lot
fish, it's
sense.
fish.
I just realised in Britain we don't call it foish, and I'm disappointed in our country.
Colloquially, though, you can say either fish or fishes, and it doesn't matter, and only grammar Nazi gonna get on your ass.
Oh
Okay,
man, I was
well-
invited to a League of Legends game, and now I'm not paying attention to the conversation.
I still think it's
really
Bionicles.
love just being a grammar Nazi, like even when I don't really
me
care
too.
about it, because like semantical arguments are, like I get not wanting like the erosion of language, but I also get that language is constantly shifting, but I also like getting angry. So
Burger,
I can
you
relate.
read Canterbury
Literally.
Tales to me.
welcome excuse.
Can we save literally? That word's been just abused for far too long.
I literally don't care.
That word has literally been abused so much.
It's
Which
literally
word?
sad.
Hey, stop being so literal, guys.
I am literally just speaking normally.
I'm
All right,
literally
well,
shaking right
Jontron
now.
has to go back to not making videos. So,
Oof.
enjoy the rest of your stream, suckers. Thanks for the ad revenue. Me and Phil
Yeah,
Swift are going back to
yeah.
our Golden Sky
Faggot.
Castles.
Make a fucking whatchamacallit? Fucking
Flex Tape 3.
3, yes.
This brand
Alright.
better include at least one sex scene.
I'll get
Electric
working on it
Flexaloo.
right now.
You forgot to talk about the submarine, damn it.
Talk about the
You forgot to talk about the Jews
I
again.
beg
Can't
your
believe
pardon.
JonTron missed the submarine.
The
That was the best.
what submarine?
When Phil Swift
The
made
yellow
a submarine.
What?
You didn't know Phil Swift made a submarine?
That was pretty good.
He
Hold up.
he did what now?
Phil Swift made a submarine out of an old car and flex glue. What was it? Flex glue color or something like that.
Oh, I saw that one. That was good. The man knows his marketing. Congratulations to the entire team that comes up with those videos.
Show me that submarine.
The funny thing is, I've actually seen Flex tape tested, and you know the boat, right? That would completely fall apart because Flex doesn't actually keep in liquids. Like, there's always going to be a small gap where things leak. No matter how well you... Like, even if you use multiple layers, it still always has a small leak. So
enjoy this
Flex
while
stuff
I go somewhere
No,
for a second.
I need to only see pictures because if I fucking put in... if I watch the commercial, 100% once again we're gonna get well, we're already demonetized. But
Hold
Phil
on, I can
Swift is
take-
gonna claim all the money for this video.
I know, Phil Swift seems cool.
I don't know, man. He's still a corporate guy.
I mean, I would vaguely venture that he is not the boss of Flex Seal. Like,
Oh, I don't know.
that's
I've collected some screenshots if you want them.
please
Ben?
show them.
Yeah, I can make some too.
I mean, it's not particularly
show me
good
the
ones, but
because that looks like the last car I would make a submarine. Oh my god, it is beautiful.
it's got some good
Jesus
pics here.
Christ. This man is my hero now. What is this? This is a
The thing is,
tortoise? What?
I can take frames out of videos, so here's one.
I literally just screenshotted like the video and then just put the screenshot in the chat.
Do not attempt. It's like these people do not take their own advice, do they? As a little kid, I always wanted a car that could go underwater. Like, oh my god, I always wanted an underwater car. And he did it. Phil Swift, the madman, actually did it. Though I do have to say that's not a very flattering outfit. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
It gets better. Take a look.
I know it's to hide his massive bulge. In any other situation, they'd have to censor all his videos just because of the really large shape in those pants. So yeah, he has to keep it as loose as possible.
No,
the
I
only-
like the hat. The hat is a nice touch, but Jesus Christ, the shirt.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You guys watched the video?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch the video because
Oh,
it
damn.
would get it would get fucking claimed, copyright claimed.
Would it?
Yeah, he'd lose his YouTube channel. He'd also
This
lose his house
happened-
because that's also copyright now.
Last time also. I mean, the video 100% is demonetized with good reason. So
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't put
It's my
ads on this
fault.
video
It's my
either.
fault. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I feel like you should
no,
get punished
I
for
feel
that.
I feel like probably it was the part where I said just don't call anyone a nigger. That's really I think the place
Mortato,
where-
I am fucking
Yeah.
serious. Stop this shit.
Are you talking about the Christmas stream?
Fucking hell, dude.
I didn't do a Christmas stream. Never got a message.
How? Why not? What?
I never got a message for it.
Fucking.
Like I never got anyone told me it was happening. Like you
That's-
mentioned, like, hey, maybe we'll do a Christmas stream, and I was just like, oh, that sounds cool.
Well,
That's-
that's
I'm sorry to
YouTube's
hear.
fault, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
YouTube is gay.
Oof, more like YouTube is straight.
YouTube
Oh,
just
God.
took $20 from
Being
me.
Gay is cool now, so.
Not where I'm from.
Can we just like ban being gay? Like this
should
kind
ban
of
you
law
then.
says you should not be gay, and then nobody's gonna be gay. Now, if that happened, then I'd just be straight because it's
That
against the
would
rules to be gay.
Probably work, man. It sounds crazy enough to work.
Yeah, we don't even have it as like a big law. It's just like a single line. There's no actual like punishment for being gay. It's just lol, don't be gay. Just have that as like in your constitution, and just watch us. Every
I
problem.
don't see why not. Honestly, at that point, if there's no punishment for it,
It makes sense.
and
Yeah.
you still have all the same rights as everybody.
I think the lol part is the most important, though, in that law.
Yeah.
We cannot overlook that.
Yeah,
As long as no one like makes laws saying like how you got to be punished for this.
just the rule is you have to have the. You just need to make sure that
I think
nobody's
at that
gay in
point
the
it's no
country.
longer a law. If you have a law and there's no punishment tied to that law, I think it ceases to be a law and just becomes a suggestion.
Nah, but what you're forgetting is though that if you make it illegal to be a criminal in your country, though, then people are going to follow the laws 100%.
Yeah, it's like in
100%
Sweden, where it
criminals.
is illegal to be a criminal by law.
Hmm?
It is
Yeah.
not allowed.
And they have no criminals there. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that amazing?
It's the tricks of these Nordic countries, man. Always
Yeah,
something
good
new
idea.
to learn.
Yeah, I wish we could be that smart, but just
Somebody post memes so we can salvage this
I'll go find
stalling
memes.
conversation.
So far, I've seen nothing but lemon memes for a while. So that's
What do you
memes
mean
of
lemon
not.
memes? What-
No, no. So the lemon meme was someone made a meme a while ago and said, "Hey, this is a meme from the future. You won't understand until 2019." And it was a lemon with wheels. And so in 2019, everyone posted lemon with wheels.
Oh my god, we have a stable time loop. Time travel is real.
Yeah,
I really like this video.
Burger. There's one more test though that's coming up. Google suggested that the Queen of England will die on January 5th, 2019.
Yeah, that is exactly what's gonna happen. I was about
That's
to
what's
say
gonna
exactly
happen.
no.
that. Let's lower the sound on
MI6 is actually investigating that, by the way.
because I just expect the trap porn to show up at any moment. Oh, no trap porn.
No.
Okay, that was decent.
Yeah,
no,
like
I
Do you want
considered
trap
putting her in the death pool this year, but you know,
Wait, were you wanting trap porn?
She's never gonna die.
she is.
She's too many
honestly.
fetuses for that.
I think she'll live long enough to reach biological immortality.
She is actually a prominent character in like an alternate history version of her as a prominent character in a novel I'm writing. So I'm hoping she holds out at least until that is published.
I know one of those stories where it's kind of like you know a guy who knows a guy who knows who met the queen, and so you know how the royal family they all serve in the military. Well, the guys do, like in small roles
Well,
where
she
they're
did
obviously
also.
protected. Well, yeah, but like this guy was kind of like in the special, not like it's not like he was special forces, but he was guarded by special forces as he was doing tours. And one of the things I learned was, so you know under their jumpsuits, right? They can just wear whatever they want a lot of the time. Well, these guys could. They had
they?
just like in this specific case they could. So this guy had a shirt where it was someone sticking his head up his own arse. It was like for a band or something as a joke. The thing is though, since they were going somewhere in a helicopter, I can't remember the exact context. They just so happened to be close to where the Queen currently was in one of her several, like, you know, out of country estates. So I can't remember which prince this was, but he just suggested they all go to meet the Queen. So they all, of course, took off their really heavy and like really warm jumpsuits while they were there, except for this one guy who, because he had this shirt on, was just he just had to keep it like completely zipped up. He was sweating his balls off, and he couldn't say anything though, because if he took it off, it was in front of the Queen, so he couldn't do that.
I would have done that. Like, holy shit.
It's a different culture.
It reminds me of the story of one time I was in elementary school, and there was this thing, right, where if you were in certain clubs, you had to wear the school shirt, you know, on like Fridays for some fucking reason, because arbitrary rules and children. But anyways, I wore all the time because I was a good boy, but my sister didn't, and she was going to get in a lot of trouble if she wasn't wearing it, and we were about the same shirt size. She's my older sister. She was like in 6th grade, and I was in like, no, she was in like 4th grade, and I was in kindergarten. So then we changed shirts. So I had to wear like this flowery shirt, like this really like early 2000s like girly shirt. But I had a sweatshirt, so I just wore that the whole time. I live in Florida, and it was spring, so it was like 105 degrees outside. And I was sweating my fucking ass off and debating with myself, am I going to be called a faggot for the rest of my goddamn life, or am I going to die of a heat stroke? Those are my two choices.
Fucking my grandmother, when I was little, she got me these really good shoes that were of extremely high quality. The only problem with them is that they had little hearts on them. And she, it's like, how do you not realize that might be a problem when you go buy those shoes for your grandson who is a boy? And then my metalhead neighbors painted skulls all over them.
That just makes you sound like.
And my grandmother
This makes you sound
literally
like a drummer
tried to
in a girl
convince
band.
me that hearts are something that boys also wear. It's like, no. I know this better than you. I know more children than you do. And believe me, grandmother, when I tell you that hearts are not a motif generally associated with the male gender. And then she said, "What are you talking about? I don't speak English. Why are you saying this like this?"
Why was she speaking English just then?
No, she like had a fit, and she suddenly, oh my god, I can speak English now, but I still don't understand it. How could this possibly be working? And then she went back to German. That's what happened.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
What game is that, Mortato?
It's this one like turn-based historical thing, except they allowed some interesting options. So I decided to try them after I played
What
an
is
initial.
the name of the game?
Egypt Old Kingdom.
Oh.
Was it that hard? Wow.
We was kings and shit.
I don't know. I didn't know what
We
specific
was
information
kings.
he was wanting.
He asked the name of the game.
He said, "What game is that?" That could mean virtually anything.
Jesus Christ.
I assumed he was like, "What kind of game is that?"
No, he meant what is the name of the software that you were utilizing.
I actually have that on my wish list.
It's pretty cheap, actually.
But I don't really want to get it.
The issue is, it's really like, you ever know those kind of management games where the decisions you make now will fuck you like 100 turns later, but by the time you realize you're fucked, it takes 100 turns to correct it. Like, that's the kind of thing it is. And
like-
the issue is, if you play like on the vanilla mode, you've got very strict time limits, and if you fail them, you fucked. Like,
That's
I went.
precisely the kind of thing I hate. Like, I play video games to be relaxed, not to be stressed.
Well, you can play it relaxingly. It's just you can fuck it up, and it like your first couple of games, right? You'll think you're doing all right, but then decisions you make at the very start of the game will just fuck you over. And
That's exactly the kind of game that I don't. If the game description starts with "you will die your first few games," it's like, god damn it, why?
and I probably
So you're
wouldn't
saying
have
you don't
died.
play Dark Souls?
I actually did play Dark Souls for like half an hour, and then I died in
You
real
go to the
life.
graveyard?
I gave up on Dark Souls because it didn't
walk to
actually
the
have good
graveyard?
PC controls.
It's like I get why people enjoy the challenge of Dark Souls and of all of these other games, and I wish I could enjoy it also, because I did enjoy like the I played on Insanity and like Mass Effect, you know, but that is like a level of challenge that I actually enjoyed. But I mean, Jesus Christ, there's like I can only. Like, I don't play video games to be stressed. It's just not my
Burger.
thing.
When you got to the Firelink Shrine, did you go to the graveyard?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did you get butt fucked by a bunch of skelly boys?
No,
Actually, to be honest,
I
Dark
was
Souls-
fighting against like a white knight. And the thing was, like, I had my sword and fucking it just broke. I hit something a couple times and then the sword was just broken forever. And then I couldn't progress anymore. And that was...
A white knight.
It might have been Dark Souls 2 that I played first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that actually just explains a lot. And
I have
one
not
of the
actually
things
played Dark
is,
Souls 2. I've played
one of-
Dark Souls 1, 3, and Bloodborne. Bloodborne is fantastic.
I
Bloodborne
like
is a
the
very good
idea
game.
and the aesthetic of like Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
So
but-
Bloodborne actually is the inverse of the hero's journey, which is really cool.
Yes, I too watch Dark Souls lore channels.
I actually didn't. I was searching for stories that subverted that structure, and I found that video.
How does it subvert
Yeah.
that structure, though?
So instead of having the character rise up to the level of a quote unquote god, you have the inverse, right? You have the character discovering they're mere ants in comparison to the
Actually,
creatures.
if you go for the, I don't know if it's the true ending of. If you can
The
really call
true
it
ending is you
ending,
do in fact become a god. But
Yes,
that
you-
concept is so alien.
Well, you
in the
become a squid
context of the
thing, which
game,
I
you are no longer that character. That
No, the thing
character
is,
is
though,
no
you-
longer existing. You become a fucking squid owned by a doll woman.
Yes, which is the cutest thing ever.
No.
I think
Is
I've got a
it
picture that
really though?
She is.
Yes. She's got this like little squid thing that she's like holding, and she's just
Hold
like,
on.
yeah, you're gonna wipe out humanity, and it's just adorable. It's this little
It's
squid
a
thing
Victorian-
screeching in
It's a
pain.
Victorian sex doll who is taking care of Cthulhu's little baby.
I'd
It's
watch that
adorable.
reality show. It would just be amazing.
I saw an anime once that I thought was going to be super interesting. It was about Hastur the Unspeakable, Cthulhu, and Nyarlathotep, who were all anime girls who owned an apartment together. It's not as interesting as it sounds. It was the most boring fucking shit I have ever seen in my life. I hated it.
I don't know.
The
You just
climax
convinced
of the
me further.
episode was a rock paper scissors competition.
Fuck, that sounds amazing.
It was fucking awful.
Well,
No one went insane except for me.
I think that's a very good time to end this for this month. I am considering doing more than one Fast Food Thursday every month.
Could
but
be fun.
I have to
That would be fun.
consider that with the new channel concept and all of that. Well, it's not a new channel concept with the new rate at which I do videos. I'll have to look for it, because last time I did a significant amount of fucking Fast Food Thursdays. The channel almost died. So
I would say if you do it more than once a month, I would turn down the duration of like maybe an hour, hour and a half.
yeah, well, maybe. Der Typi 1 donated €5. I don't know if Neo showed you the pic. So here, what is this? And keep up the good work. I'm scared now. Okay, nothing happened at all. Nothing.
I don't even see a super chat.
Nothing. No, it's not a super chat. It's one of the super chats where I actually make money from it, because what the fuck?
Ah.
Because YouTube doesn't keep like 90% of it.
I thought it was 30%.
Why can I not just fucking mark down this text? What is the fucking deal with you, dumb cunt? Oh my god! I just want to get this link and open it. Jesus Christ.
When in doubt, whip it out.
Top 10 anime betrayals, Burger and whatever the fuck he's complaining about.
I don't know what this picture is. I don't understand it. And I think that's probably a good thing.
Wait, which picture is this?
It's... Let me post it real quick.
They want you to acknowledge the birthday cards.
Oh,
yeah,
god damn it, he's
basically
right.
This picture, I don't know what this is.
I knew I was missing something, and that was one of them.
What is the joke?
I feel like this is some sort of
It was meant to be on the Christmas card.
Oh, now I get it. Now it makes sense to me. Now
Sorry about that.
Jesus Christ, you. Now I appreciate Netupi even more for actually delivering his passport to me. Jesus, Neo, I couldn't be disappointed at you. You've given me way too much money to allow any kind of negative feelings.
Don't worry, I'm plenty disappointed myself.
is Neo Burger's sugar daddy now.
Yes, he always has been.
He was I was gonna say that.
He gets those dollar bills at Burger like he's at a fucking strip club, dude.
I mean, if you do the math, if you take the frequency at which I do this, it comes out to roughly like 75 to 100 a month. It's not that much.
Dude, like Neo spends so much money on Burger, he could actually start like a productive Warhammer 40k army hobby. Like that's
Quote unquote productive Warhammer
you could
40K.
run Astra Militarum with how much money you spend on Burger, dude.
You gotta support the people you like watching.
I like watching this. I remember I used to like watching this one strange drunk guy outside of the Dr. Gray's who used to shout inspiring quotes in between like massive swigs of the bottle of whatever the fuck he was holding. Like, just imagine you're walking to school and you just see this really, really drunk guy just screaming at you stuff like "Stay in school, work hard, and you can do well in your life." Burp. Just some that kind
I
of shit.
feel for that man because you know what he's thinking right now? He's thinking, like, I don't want these kids to end up like I did. I know the mistakes I made in my life, and it's too late for me, but it's not too late for all these kids I can fucking yell at like a crazy person.
Anywho,
Yeah, but-
this is where we're going to end tonight's stream. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all very much for being here. And see you next month. And see you around, cunts.